Yo, welcome back to another episode of House of Sports. My name is Dwayne. I'm back here with Chubbs. Joy will be joining us in a little bit. In this episode, we'll be discussing week one of free agency, the biggest winners, the biggest losers. Also talking and ranking the best QB / weapons rooms in the league, man. Before we get started, a few housekeeping things. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video. But more importantly, if you're on the audio platforms, make sure you guys go download the episode. And then lastly, everywhere you guys can follow us, House of Sports, hdsportspod. You know what to do. Charles, man, how we doing, man? We didn't part on Monday. Last week partied on a Saturday. We're back partying on a Saturday again. But it's been a lot of birthdays that recently happened, man. Your birthday was last week. Joey's birthday was last week. Joey's birthday was yesterday, which is why we didn't party on Friday like we usually do. And DL's birthday was last week as well. I remember when it's college, this was like a crazy week because everybody's birthday was all together.
Facts.
How you feeling, man? A year older.
I know I'm not 30. I'm not 30 yet, but I'm
not 30 yet.
I'm feeling old. I'm not 30 yet, but I don't know. Time's fucking flying, man. Still feel like a young man. I mean, I'm still young. We're still young. I feel like I'm still like, not in college, but like that. You know how you felt in college? Like I still feel like I'm like around that. Obviously, Wayne got kids now. I don't got kids, so that's why I still got that feeling. But Wayne probably feel a little bit older because he got two kids now. So I don't know. It's weird. I got called an old head on 2K last night. Well, I was a first. I never experienced that before.
Yeah, one time I was playing 2K and Zoe was in the background. She said something. He was like, "Take care of your fucking kids, nigga." I was like, "God damn." She is taken care of, man. I'm gonna continue kicking your ass, don't calling you ass. So
yeah, it was crazy. I was like, damn. It's a toxic 2K behavior. He said, old head saying shit's toxic. We ain't your girlfriend. I'm like, shut the
fuck up. That's hilarious. That they actually said that to you. I'm so happy, man. Free agency is here, Chuck, and I no longer have Kenny Pickett as my quarterback.
Oh, before you get into, you saw me and D Brown, bro?
No, I didn't. What happened? I didn't see you guys arguing.
Oh my god, bro. D Brown, I was having a field day. So I'm gonna go over the Twitter chain because this is actually factual, and I was having fun just trolling D Brown, and then he got a little petty. Let's just say that childish. D Brown goes, he goes, it didn't go well, but I'm still sad to see KP go. I
don't know why.
I said he was asked for y'all. Guys saw enough. What a story, though. He goes, what was his record against the Ravens? Okay. I said, don't matter. How many division titles has he won as a Steeler? I said, man, his 500 touchdown interception ratio for his career so far. And I put laughing emojis, ass. He goes, are you talking division titles? And then he just talks about playoff record with Lamar. I said, why would I bring up playoffs? Why would we talk about something Kenny has never played in before? That'd be dumb. He was getting mad. So he started getting personal. Only thing that's funny, Wayne, and you're gonna agree with me on this. Looking back at that pick, y'all could have had like Tyler Linderbaum. If Kenny was really not the guy, like obviously that was the hometown.
You remember that's who I wanted, Charles. When we were in there,
you could have had Tyler Linderbaum, and you wouldn't have a center issue.
It's fine. We're gonna draft a center this draft.
Oh, hopefully. It was just fun. It's fun seeing all the Pittsburgh faithful alumni, like Pittsburgh Panthers fans that were Pittsburgh fans.
The Steelers community on Twitter is like, look, I can't wait for Kenny to be successful anywhere else. I say he's going to the Eagles to be a backup.
I keep saying posts about like, is Kenny going to be successful as the Eagle? I'm like, what are we doing? Like,
like, what are we talking about?
He's gonna be a backup and then go somewhere else. Like,
yeah. and continue to be a backup. That's what he's going to be. His rest of his career trajectory is Mitchell Trubisky. That's the rest of his career trajectory. Like that's all it is.
I love it because one time ago you were talking yourself into it. You saw that Ravens game where he had a comeback. You're like, man, this guy's the truth.
I didn't say the truth. I said I think we could do something.
You believed in him after that. But going back looking at it, 13 for 13, it's nasty. I'm sorry, it's nasty. Not even like a good 13 for 50 for 50. You're not putting Jameis numbers up for 4,000 yards, 30 for 30s. But all I'm saying is, funny he's gone. I'm not surprised he's gone. You're probably happy, but you guys need to address that now. Because Russ is not the solution long term, obviously. You need to address that. And maybe it's this draft, but all actuality, Wayne, and I know you're going to hate that I say this, but it wouldn't be a terrible thing if your team didn't do well and you got Shedeur. Would not be a terrible thing. Now, do I see that happening? No. Steelers are going to win games. But it would not be a terrible thing if you had a bad year this year and you got Shedeur. That's all I'm saying.
We're not going to have a terrible year, though.
But you understand. But yeah, it's not happening. But would you be mad if you guys end up having? Obviously, you'd be upset during the year because people talk shit about your team. But like, if you knew the end goal was probably okay, we're getting Shedeur Sanders.
I'd rather us trade up to get Shedeur Sanders than be bad this year.
I don't think that would ever really happen, though. Like, no one's would give up.
Last time we were on this podcast, Russell Wilson, there was speculation, and now he's officially a Pittsburgh Steeler, right?
Yes.
He's not ass. Like, I'm sick of this narrative that Russell Wilson is ass.
Hey, he has no aura.
You heard that. Here we go. Like, come on, man. Here we go.
He has no aura. He has no aura, man.
Listen, man.
Hey, Russ. After watching Russ' video, Russ was meant to be a Steeler, bro. His energy, and what he's just meant to be a Steeler, bro. But that's a good pickup, man. Even I was on the Russ train last year. I don't know. It's just something with quarterbacks in Pittsburgh. It just doesn't work out. So I don't know.
What do you mean? It's like we have two Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Like,
you know what happened? I think it's the Ben Roethlisberger. I think it's Ben Roethlisberger curse. When he was leaving, he was like, "These guys ain't it. They never gonna be it. They're not gonna be me." And I don't think y'all not gonna get a good quarterback like Ben.
We don't need somebody like Ben.
I said,
if we had Russell Wilson's play last year, the way he played 100%. Played last year, we might have won it. That stretch where we lost to New England and Arizona, we probably won the division.
One thing though for Russell.
If Russ was playing, if Russ, before you go, Charles, if Russ does play like how he played last year, y'all have a better chance. Y'all do have a better chance. I give that
slightly.
I said y'all have. I said better. I didn't say way better, but I said
26. Because what I'm going to say is, because we brought this up a couple of weeks ago before even the Russ thing, the Steelers happened. I said that his play the last 2 years hurt his legacy. Do you think overall, like looking back at it, his career? And we all, I thought, agreed. Like, yeah, it put a little damper. We don't think about the Seahawks, Russ. We think about the last 2 years. Really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the Broncos. What happened with Russ at the Broncos was unfair. They didn't, because he still had the chance to take them to the playoffs, and they decided not to play.
My question is, like, if he has a down year with the Steelers, is he still a bona fide Hall of Famer one day?
Hell yeah.
Okay, question. I mean, look, sometimes when these guys that have good careers in the beginning have like 3 or 4 years back to back of not the best football.
Russ only had one bad year. Russ is
definitely still going to be a bona fide Hall of Famer. Like, he's a Hall of Famer. That's
Chubbs. He only had one bad year. He really only had one bad year. It was horrific. It was terrible.
Your team going to AFC Championship because of Russ now?
I gotta see what other receiver moves we make.
The AFC is competitive, man.
AFC's always been competitive.
So it's not basketball. It's not 7 games. It's 1 game. You lose 1 game, you're done. You can make a mistake in that 1 game, even though you might be the better team, and you lose. So
I'm just not buying the hype for Russ. I know he's better than what you had, but I'm just not buying all the hype that he's going to be like, oh my God, he's going to switch.
I've never said he's going to be, oh my God.
A lot of people are, though.
No, but my thing
I'm talking about me. He just got to be above average. If Russ is just above average quarterback play, we're a dangerous team.
And my thing about the Steelers
with Deontay Johnson, yes.
My thing about the Steelers was that I was like, if you get Russ, what are the other pieces you're going to add? And so far, they added some other pieces that are pretty good. But the one thing that just baffled me is like, why you trade Deontay?
We can get to that.
I
obviously think
maybe
they
freed up some money. I don't know if there wasn't.
No. They didn't free them. We improved our defense, right? We improved the already good defense. No matter what people say about Dante Jackson, even though I don't think he's that good, he's an improvement from Levi Wallace, right? Joey Porter Jr. proved that he is a solidified cornerback one in the league based on last year. Deshaun Elliott is better than any strong safety we had on the roster currently. So he just runs into the room.
Joey. He's talking about Deshaun Elliott. It's like, good one.
I mean, Deshaun Elliott was pretty good for the Dolphins. Is just
tackling.
Yeah, yes. I mean,
he actually was better per advanced metrics than Justin Simmons in coverage last year.
Yeah, he was. So, at the same time, Deshaun Elliott
was on my team for 3 years.
Deshaun Elliott,
your pass rush wasn't that good for those 3 years, Chubbs. You remember your pass rush got extremely better this year than it was the previous year.
He was better on the Dolphins than he was on the Ravens.
And the Dolphins had a
good also pass on the Lions too. Very quiet on the Lions.
The Lions pass rush wasn't that. Their defense was ass.
They had Aiden Hutchinson.
That's it. We have Aiden. We have TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith on this side. Keanu Bay and Cam Hayward.
I'm not scared about Deshaun being on the field.
It's not. I'm not saying he's going to have a spectacular season, but he's an upgrade from what we previously had.
Yeah.
And he's still going to have a lot. He's going to play. And this is the best free safety he's ever played with in his career. He's going to help him.
I'm going to be real.
And you got a fast linebacker.
So far, just like one of y'all, really, 1.5 out of your additions, I really like. Okay, I like. Obviously, the one is Pat Queen. Like, Pat Queen is a good pickup for y'all. He really is. Now, I know that people have been saying it. I was a little salty about it, but yes, he did improve when Roquan was playing with him, but he has the capability of proving people wrong. The only thing that I'm scared of for him is if he has to go out and cover. He's not very good at having to cover. I know you got Minka and a safety, probably going to guard the tight end, but
we're going to have a lot of 3 safety packages.
Even if he has to go out of the backfield with one of these shifty running backs that can like Christian McCaffrey. You're not going to run into Christian McCaffrey. But
I'm saying in AFC we don't really have a lot of those, so I'm not too worried.
I'm like, okay, it worries me. He is really good at stopping the run and reading the play early. I'll give him that. He's really good at that. But I have to see how he plays with the person next to him because he only plays as good as his counterpart, really. And that's a lot of linebackers, but I don't know. It was calculated, though. I feel like him going to Steelers.
Yeah, you saw his previous interview. Tomlin always wanted him.
But do you believe that was the most contract-wise he got from some team?
Was it petty for him because you guys didn't want to pay him? Yeah.
I think he purposely went to.
This is literally the year of petty free agency. This free agency is the pettiest free agency that we've been a part of. People are like, "Oh, you don't want to pay me? I'm going to the rivals."
I didn't think Jordan Poyer was going to come to the Dolphins. That was crazy to me. I was like, man.
I don't see it. I mean, yeah, it's crazy, but you got to think about it. He's getting old. He is old, but
who?
First safety
Poyer.
It's probably one of his last contracts. And I want to play in Miami for my last year's playing South Beach. I don't want to play in the cold Buffalo.
Motivation to go. Look at literally, bro.
He's from Florida though, so.
But literally, Aaron Jones got released, and he was like, "All right, Vikings."
That was definitely yeah. That was crazy.
So we really been able to. We really didn't talk about a lot of free agency moves because we didn't put on Monday. But Kirk Cousins to the Falcons. How are we feeling about this move?
I like it. I mean, I don't think he fits like I don't know. It looks weird him over in Atlanta.
The memes are hilarious. So
it's weird. But for the team, for that offense, it's great. Only thing I don't understand is you paid all that money for a guy just tore his Achilles, and it was like $20 million less than maybe going for Lamar Jackson. Maybe. I'm glad you didn't do that, but that's one thing I don't really understand too much. But for Kyle Pitts, for Drake London, they got Rondale Moore to that receiving core now. He hasn't been able to prove himself, but he got Rondale Moore now to that receiving core.
That have a 3-year deal or 3-year deal, right?
3.
For who?
For Kirk.
For Kirk.
For Kirk Cousins?
I think it's 4. Actually,
it's a 4-year deal. 4-year deal.
The offensive line's still pretty straight. I think it's good. It really benefits Kyle Pitts the most, though.
How old is Kirk Cousins?
35.
Kirk Cousins is
34.
the same age as Russell Wilson. He'll be 36 when the season starts.
It's a shame.
Yeah, well,
that's it. I agree, Jay. I think, and I kind of agree with the judge. Like, if you weren't willing to pay Lamar Jackson, I guess what, $40 more million, and you're willing to pay Kirk Cousins, and to me, it made more sense for them to get Justin Fields and grow him with their young people and their young pieces. To me, it doesn't make that sense to pay somebody that's one. All this love Kirk Cousins gets, but he's a loser. Kirk Cousins is literally the way people give Dak Prescott flack is the same way Kirk Cousins should get flack. This man has one playoff win and has made more money than almost every other quarterback in NFL history. How does that make sense? Who is his agent? How is he telling people that he can give him, if you give Kirk this money, you guys will succeed? He has one playoff win in 12 years. One. He has he's below 500 in primetime games. They were not supposed to lose to the Giants, guys. You guys remember that in the playoffs? They were not supposed to lose to that team. Kirk Cousins is literally, when people say stat patterns, he's the definite. If you put stat pattern and look up in Webster, it will be a picture of Kirk Cousins right next to that definition.
I agree. But I think Falcons a better situation than what he was in with Vikings right at the end. Defense is not terrible. Their offense has one of the young, like the youngest premier running back.
Chubbs, they went 13-4 with the Vikings, bro.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, the Falcons are better for him. Is what I'm saying.
And they lost to the Giants and Daniel Jones.
Like, Falcons are the better for him. Is what I'm saying right now.
Look,
does Kirk Cousins guarantee them the division title?
Who's in the division? That Panthers, Saints. Yeah. Yes,
they're going to be better than the Bucs next year.
Yeah, the Falcons are going to win the division next year. This is my take.
Wow. Okay. So
no, the Bucs are going to win that shit again. I'm just
I don't think so.
The Bucs are going to win it again.
I don't think so. Give it the Falcons.
With them signing Kirk makes 0 sense. And I believe they only signed Kirk is because most of their guys are on rookie contracts, so they got money. And they were like, you know what? Let's pay this guy. But this is the only benefit that I can see happening for signing Kirk is that Kirk is a vet. He's been in the league. Yes, he's not a winner, but he probably can teach some of the young guys on offense some things. All right. So, just kind of guide them, be a leader on that team. And I think Kirk gets this money because Kirk is just a likable guy. I don't know if you guys watch Quarterback on Netflix, but watching Kirk I was like, you just like him. You just like, you root for him. So I think that translates well when you want to market a team and do what you need to do. Now, on the contract, 4 years, too long. I'm not keeping Kirk for that long. Maximum Kirk is getting 2 years. You got 2 years on this team until I can get another quarterback. And minimum 1, but
his contract is front loaded, so a lot of his money comes in the first. I think he's getting paid like $90 million this year or something crazy like that.
Okay, well, I just think that was just a wrong move. Yeah, you either go after Justin Fields, or you play around in the draft, see what you can get there. And there was other quarterbacks on the market. Like I don't see why you don't go after Russ, which is a little bit cheaper. Right,
Russ ain't playing in Atlanta, bro.
Yeah.
Sierra's not going to Atlanta, man.
Future never coming to Pittsburgh. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's the end of his concerts in Pittsburgh. I say that right now.
That's crazy. But nah, man. I think you're right, Wayne. I agree. Having Kirk is not a winner. They're not gonna do anything for you. But again, I don't know what the direction the Atlanta Falcons want to go right now. I don't know if they think they have a Super Bowl contending team, or if they just like, hey, we're gonna build right now, and we're just gonna get Kirk right here for now. For these, and if you're gonna build for 4 years, that is crazy to me. But I think the contract is too long. Too long of a contract.
4 years, 180 million.
Too long of a contract, man. Too long. You get rid of those guys. You have them there for a while, until you get your guy in. And as a head coach, as a new head coach, being in the Atlanta Falcons, you probably got like 2 years. So maybe that was his thing. Maybe he's like, hey, I can get Kirk and win some games so I can stay here. Don't get fired. But we'll see.
All right, man. I do want to talk about obviously what Christian Wilkins, Joey, no longer being a Miami Dolphin. How are you feeling about that right now?
It's bittersweet. I mean, I'm a little mad he's not there. But the fact of the matter is that the people that we signed 4 people to improve our team for the amount of money we would have paid him. So I think I would take that than rather keeping Christian Wilkins. I also believe the Raiders overpaid Wilkins, even though I'm happy. Like, bro, get your money, get your bread, but like, I wouldn't have paid that. I like, once I saw that contract, I was like, yeah, there's no way. Like, yeah, bro, you're better off going to a different team because we're not going to give you that. So, I mean, I'm like I said, bittersweet. Like, we don't have him anymore, but Zach Seiler, he has been a vital point on our defensive line, and I think he can replace. I don't say the same production, but he can give us a similar type of play on the field. From him, and we addressed the linebacker position, Jordan Brooks. We addressed losing Xavier Howard by getting Kendall Fuller. We got Jonnu Smith. So like our free agency has been looking good. We picked up Brewer from the Titans. He's a good run blocker. We're gonna see how he's gonna do pass blocking. So in training camp, he's gonna go through Mike McDaniel's pass blocking, training regiment there. So like we got some guys, man, that can play ball. For a pro, for the all-star. So I think it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for us, and I trust in Greer. Greer has been making the best moves so far for the Miami Dolphins, at least best moves so far, and it gives me hope in the draft because all those players that left and got paid was drafted by Greer. So the guy knows talent. So I'm happy.
You got some compository picks, which I actually
4 now.
I hate that. I actually hate that. And I'll get into that more. I hate that if you lose somebody, you get picks for it. I don't like that at all.
It's between 3rd and the 5th round, depending on how good the person is. So that's all right.
I don't know why you don't like that.
I don't like it.
It's just because y'all sign everybody back and don't get none. So
no, I mean, if you think we sign or then lose, I just don't think that's right.
And nobody wants your players. So you do lose. So it's like you don't get confidence.
I mean, the Steelers,
we traded some people. Some people do.
I'm messing around, bro.
The Steelers draft well. The thing about the Steelers, when they draft well, they keep the players that they drafted well.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people like Ravens always come up from the comp picks too. So
I mean, I don't. To me, draft well or not, like I feel like if you can't afford to keep your guys, that's just mismanagement of funds, and you shouldn't be getting.
Or you're cheap.
Or
either way, if you're being cheap or have mismanagement of funds, you shouldn't get awarded for that. So I mean, it's your own fault. That's how I personally feel.
But at the end of the day, all right, I understand that, but it also they look at that market. Like if your market's not big,
yeah,
not a lot of teams people want to go to that market.
I kind of don't agree with that because the market does change, and then people get a substantial amount of money. So like sometimes you might have already a team that you got to pay for, which you have the quarterback, you got the receiver, you got some of the linemen, and you also got guys on defense that need to get paid because they are also all-stars, pros, and all pros and stuff. But then you draft somebody and they happen to be on the similar level of them, and sometimes you can't predict that, and you can be like, damn, like now I gotta pay this dude too. So like it, and I just
you trade him a year early, then you can get the draft picks.
For instance, Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen,
it's the same thing
Simpson.
though. It's the same
that whole situation right there is what you're talking about, Joey.
Yeah, but trading them, Wayne, is the same thing.
Where you draft two. First of all those players are young as hell, Chubbs. So
I know.
You plan not to pay Roquan. That was a plan. No, I'm not Roquan. You plan not to pay Patrick Queen. We know this for 2 years.
You got Roquan,
they weren't never going to draft Patrick Queen. So replace him. They were never going to pay him the money. They drafted his replacement because they knew they were not going to pay him. And now they get awarded a pick.
Yeah.
To me, that don't make no sense to me.
I think it makes perfect sense.
The same way with you getting like the Rams and the 49ers getting all these picks because their coaches getting hired.
All right, question. If you think the Ravens would, if they had the chance and the money, they wouldn't like to re-sign keep an All-Pro 1 and an All-Pro 2 linebacker together?
They had the money to do it. They decided not to because they had drafted Trenton Simpson. Everybody knew once they drafted Trenton Simpson in the third round.
The reason why they didn't do it, Wayne, is because we have needs elsewhere that need to get addressed. That's the reason, and we only have a certain amount of money. That's the whole point.
And you didn't need Derrick Henry. That wasn't Derrick Henry.
Yes,
he wasn't a need.
I hate that.
Derrick
you know
Henry
why?
was a want.
Stop.
He wasn't a need. He was a want.
Yeah,
you know why it's a need. You know why it's a need.
It's not a need. It's a want.
Gus Edwards is gone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's gone.
J.K. Dobbins is a free agent.
I didn't know he was gone.
Keaton Mitchell tore his ACL. Is not going to be back till mid season. We only have Justice Hill.
You could have got another running back.
Shut up. No, you said it wasn't a need. Now we could have got
not a need. I never said running back wasn't a need. I said Derrick Henry.
What do you mean?
Who was the running back left?
Derrick Henry's the best available left.
Yeah.
He was not the best available left.
Yes, he was. Jacobs was gone. Saquon was gone. Mixon was gone. All the big names were gone. Besides Henry.
You didn't need a big name running back.
Who else was he going? Eckler?
Where we go? Hey, Eckler was gone. Where we go? AJ Dillon? No, I don't want another Gus Edwards. Let's get better than Gus Edwards.
Aaron Jones was available.
He was gone. He was already with the Vikings.
No,
yes, he was. He already signed with the Vikings.
No, he didn't. He was not gone. Derrick Henry signed. He was released after Derrick Henry was signed. Like, what are we talking about?
And we got the same day.
Because literally we was in the chat talking. He was like, everybody in the Ravens community talking about Aaron Jones. Keep him far away from me. I want Derrick Henry.
Then Aaron Jones signed with the Vikings.
No, he didn't, bro.
Yes, he did. It was before Derrick.
Yeah, he did. He did sign with the Vikings before.
What are you talking about, Wayne? I know.
We were talking about it, and Chubb's like, I don't want Aaron Jones. And then when Aaron Jones signed, Chubb's like, bet, we're not getting him. And then they got Derrick.
I could have got Zach Moss.
Zach Moss.
He was already gone. He was with the Bengals.
He said Zach Moss.
He was with the Bengals.
You ain't getting Zach Moss, man.
Bro, they could have got some other free agents. Hold on,
hey,
bro.
Joe, he wanted us out here to sign Latavius Murray or some shit.
Not Latavius Murray, but there's other running backs.
Tony Pollard was gone.
Y'all could have got AJ Dillon.
Why would I want the same thing?
AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon, nice.
AJ Dillon the same thing as Gus.
I was always told Gus was nice. That's what I was told.
I do like Gus, but if we're letting Gus go, why would we pick up the same thing?
So you get for cheaper.
They would have been the same money.
Nah, AJ Dillon got a far cheaper contract.
Yeah, because he didn't have the touchdowns, but he was there for a year.
Not cheaper. It's cheaper.
You sound like you're hating the Ravens got Derrick Henry.
No, I'm not hating. I don't care about you guys getting Derrick Henry. When the Steelers play Derrick Henry, we're always playing really well. It's no fair to me.
Okay.
So I don't really know fair Derrick Henry. It's a good pickup for you guys versus every other team, but I don't fair.
I think the fear of Derrick Henry has dwindled. I think people are afraid of him.
I mean, him and Lamar is gonna be pretty good. Like I don't care, but like the two people you guys have, we play against them fairly well. So out of any team in the league. So
he only played good against the Ravens. Now
he's on our team.
Yeah,
So yeah, like that to me, I feel like Lamar doesn't do shit against us, and that's no slight to Lamar. You know, he just doesn't do shit against us.
Wayne, he almost had 100 yards and a touchdown both the last times he played, y'all.
Almost 100 yards and getting 100 yards is two different things. And
I
that's
mean, 95
almost 100
is
almost 100 yards for Derrick Henry isn't a good day.
Did they
actually
win?
sorry, he did get over 100 yards, both receiving
How many carries
and rushing. 17 attempts.
How many
touchdowns?
You combine receiving and rushing to get the 100-yard shows.
You said we stop him down. Stop his game plan. What
Hey,
is the game plan? Not the whole. Well, wait. You're so funny. Wait,
they didn't win the game, Joey. And Joey, when we talk about Derrick Henry, who the fuck ever brings up receiving stats? This is crazy. Yo, I love the narrative Ben you just did right there, Chubbs. That was very nasty. You should be Avatar with that narrative bending. That was crazy.
Win that game. Okay.
Titans didn't win that game at all.
And also, the Titans' offensive line was trash last year.
Yeah.
And he still had 1,000 yards.
It was good.
No. They had some good run blockers. They sucked that pass blocking.
No. He literally, you know what's funny? Derrick Henry literally went on the lounge, which is a Ravens like podcast thing after he signed, and said literally his offense line wasn't the best last year.
It wasn't the best. Don't say trash.
Look at their rating.
And we just signed one of the centers. He had one of the best run blocking ratings.
I say they were good run blockers. They were good pass blockers. And I don't. He's going to be the best.
Titans. January 3rd, 2024. The Titans are the new 32 ranked unit in offensive line going into Week 18. 32. That's really good.
Going to Week 18. Okay, and we're talking about run blocking, correct? Because that's what he does.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm not arguing about it. They're good run blockers, man.
We're literally with
we know the Titans were good run blockers. Like they always been a good run blocking team and an average pass blocking team, bad pass blocking team. It's good. It's two phases to offensive line: run blocking and pass blocking.
But all right, man.
I want to ask you who.
Go ahead.
Who are your winners so far in free agency? If you guys had to talk.
I got two. I got the Texans and the Eagles.
All right, give me your reasons why.
The Texans, they made their defense better. They signed some offensive line, and they brought some of their guys back. So, and looking at pretty much what they did this year, despite their team, they only got better. So, I got the Texans winning that division next year. Just based off free agency, not even talk about the draft. Take it based off free agency, they're winning that division because they just add so many different pieces because they have so much money. Eagles, he's the best GM, bro. I can't even hate anymore. I was hating before, but he is the best GM in football right now. The guy brought Saquon, added that to that element, to that team. He was going after Justin Simmons. I don't know if he got him or not. They didn't get him. They didn't get Justin Simmons, right?
No, not yet.
I was just
Justin Simmons isn't anywhere yet.
I was just looking at.
No, he's nowhere yet. He's nowhere yet. But they get Gardner Johnson back.
I was just looking at what they grabbed. But I was just talking.
I got you right here. They got Saquon, they got Bryce Huff, they got CJ Gardner Johnson, they got Devin White.
Yeah, they brought CJ back. Devin White. And the team was already built, the team was already stacked already, man. So, and with Jason Kelce retiring, it looks like he wants to come back. Just talking with them acquiring Saquon. And I think getting Saquon was the biggest thing. Like really, like adding that element of running back to that offense is dangerous because he can catch out of the backfield. He can run the ball very well. And if Jason Kelce decides to come back and play center again for them, it's going to be dangerous. They did not ban the tush push, so we are screwed with that. And AJ not going anywhere. Devontae Smith ain't going anywhere. They still got their tight end. That team is still loaded. I think they just had a big crash at the end of the season last year. which kind of failed them. But they're still contentions to be one of the best teams in the NFC and football. So that's my two teams right there.
Go ahead, Chubbs. Who's your winner so far in free agency? 2 year winners.
I'm sorry, I was just looking up offensive line rankings. Sorry. I just want to say one thing. 19th is average.
That's not ass.
Very average.
It's not ass. He said they were ass.
That means you have a few good linemen.
Oh, and the Texans got Joe Mixon too. Running back.
I like what the Texans did. Texans is one of my favorite. You addressed the running back position before the draft, and you addressed the edge before the draft. So you have Daniel Hunter and Will Anderson now being your pass rushers, with Jalen Petrie still in the back with Derek Stingley at corner, and I don't forget who was the opposite.
They got Jeff. They got Jeff Okudah.
Jeff Okudah, and that's another good sign with this. With how the pass rush is.
They got Azeez Al-Shari too as well.
So I really like what the Texans did. I like what the Dolphins did. Joey's not going to say his own team, but as a selection, but I like what y'all did. Like you said, you didn't spend a lot of money on Christian Wilkins, and you got really good players, like in need positions, like Jonnu Smith, tight end. He was not the best where he was like last year, but he has proven other places, and I believe Mike McDaniel could get him right. Kendall Fuller is really good man type of corner. He's not Xavier Howard where he needs to be in zone at this age. So him opposite of Jalen is going to be great. Jordan Brooks, if you want a guy to get tackles for a rushing game, Jordan Brooks is a linebacker you want to get. I like Jerome Baker, but he was hard time staying on the field for y'all at times. Jordan Brooks is he's a dog. All extended purpose, he's a dog. So I really like him. I forgot who else y'all got. You got one more that I was like, okay, I don't think that was that bad of a signing. You said center, you got Brewer, but
we got a D tackle.
I forgot. I thought you got one more person, but I like what y'all did. I'm trying to think if anybody else pops out. I like what the Jets kind of did. O-line is a big issue we've talked about all off season. They traded for Morgan Moses, who was on the Ravens last year. Not the best tackle, but not the worst tackle. He's in the mid areas for right tackles. He starting snaps last year, and so you're improving right there. And he was on the field. John Simpson, yeah, he was penalized, but he had starting snaps last year on a good offensive line for the Ravens. So he's right. You got the right guard and right tackle from the starting offensive line Ravens. And he just signed Tyron Smith for your left tackle. And I think you still have Elijah Vera Tucker at your other guard. So I think only thing you really need to address on the offensive line that's left is center. I don't really know who's at center. I can't think of it for some reason. It's not coming to my mind unless I'm tripping that they have a good center. But you get that, you're cooking. I think you're cooking with something. You got an offensive line that can maybe protect for Aaron Rodgers a little bit
Brock Bowers will be a Jet.
Probably.
Boo! They're
shopping Alan Lazard. I don't know if y'all saw that. They're shopping Alan Lazard.
No, that's a 7th-round pick trade. No one wants Alan.
I know. But
Brock Bowers, you are a Jet, buddy.
Who else saw that? Oh, you know what I loved? I know they haven't had a lot of signings, but you know what signing I really, really loved? DJ Reader going to the Detroit Lions. I love that signing.
That was one of my guys. I like that they traded for Carlton Davis. They got Marcus Davenport, and they got DJ Ryder, and they re-signed some key pieces as well. So I agree with you.
But
Shaquille Barrett, Chubb, Shaquille.
Oh yeah, Shaquille. The Dolphins did their thing. They did their thing.
That's what
you upgraded Ginkle. Ginkle is not better than Shaquille. But Shaquille had a down year last year.
Yeah,
because of issue. I mean, personal issues. Terrible tragedy. Like it's hard to play after some shit like that happens. But I really believe you got good coaches down there. Him and Jalen Phillips and whoever else is in that rotation because you got rid of Agba. Could be dangerous for y'all. I like Shaq Barrett. I was hoping he came back to Baltimore.
We got Wheeler as our DC.
That's where he's from.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see what he do with the defense. Man.
But yeah, those are the big ones that come to mind.
I was going. Never mind. I think Wayne gonna say this team, so I'm gonna let Wayne go.
I got a couple teams. I got the Jaguars being one of the teams. Pick up Darnell Savage, get Eric Armstead, get Mitch Morris. Shout out Mac Jones. You know what I mean? Shout out Mac Jones. Keep Josh Allen. Resign some people. I think Gabe Davis would be a good receiver because they want to throw the ball down the field a lot. And they got rid of the offensive coordinator. I think Gabe Davis is a big catch receiver down the field. And addition of the pieces that they have, I think you're gonna see another great Christian Kirk year back at it again. The Chiefs. People say, "Oh, the Chiefs didn't do anything crazy." They re-signed L'Jarius. L'Jarius will still end up being a Chief, but they were able to keep some key pieces with obviously Chris Jones. Obviously, the franchise tag with L'Jarius Sneed. We don't know if it's still going to be there, but whatever's going to happen out of that, they're going to get at least a second-round pick from it. Re-signed Drew Tranquil.
Come after him, man.
Re-signed Drew Tranquil. Obviously, they picked up Hollywood Brown, gives them another good speedy receiver. And then they got a tight end, a sneaky tight end that people probably slept on, even though he had a bad year with the Bengals last year. But I think we all know the potential that Irv Smith has. And I think if he's under that, that Travis Kelce tutelage, he can maybe end up becoming something potential replacement for Travis Kelce as he's only 25 years old. Another team I want to talk about is the Tennessee Titans, man. They did some good things. People want to hate, but the Tennessee Titans actually did some good things. You get Tony Pollard. You get London Cushenberry, which is upgrade. Kenneth Murray is a cool upgrade from where they had a linebacker. Chidobe Uzie, that's a good pickup. He's a really good, solid corner.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley, and shout out Mason Rudolph. So whoever is a quarterback, he's going to have Calvin Ridley on one side and DeAndre Hopkins on the other side. Yeah, and I think Mason probably steals the job from Will Levis, in my opinion. But either way, it's a good pickup for them. The Commanders.
That's what I was gonna say.
I like what the Commanders did, man. They get a center. They get a center. They get Deorance Armstrong. They get an offensive lineman and Nick Algieri, who's gonna play guard for them as well. I like the Jeremy Chin pickup as well, and I also like the Frankie Louvi. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Louvu, that's a good pickup. And now you got a veteran leader in the linebacker position as well when you get Bobby Wagner. So Austin Eckler is definitely a huge upgrade from Austin Eckler is a huge upgrade from Antonio Gibson in my mind, regardless of how bad of a year Eckler had. Even though we know the first game he played against the Dolphins, he was going crazy. He got hurt, kind of railroaded his potential for the year. And then I'll be remiss without saying the Chicago Bears. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get DeAndre Swift, you get Kevin Byard, you get Jonathan Owens, you get Gerald Everett, and then you trade for Keenan Allen. And this is probably a question I have later for you guys. But now, whoever the quarterback is, which is probably Caleb Williams, he's probably going to the best position a quarterback has ever gone into as a number one overall draft pick, where you have DJ Moore on one side, Keenan Allen on the other side. You got Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett as your tight ends, and you got DeAndre Swift as your running back. So I like what they did.
I don't know about forever. Like
think about give me quarterbacks that gave him in a better position, especially recently.
Didn't Peyton Manning have Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne?
All right,
not Reggie Wayne.
All right, this might be biased, but this gonna be biased. But
Lamar was a number one overall draft pick.
Lamar was, but you're saying quarterbacks had a good situation.
I said number one overall draft pick quarterback.
Okay, you said a number one overall.
I thought you were talking
about. That's why I went to Peyton, and Peyton had.
Trevor Lawrence ain't getting this. Baker ain't going to this.
He had Marvin. That defense was pretty good.
I don't think he had Marvin yet, did he?
I think he had Marvin. Because Marvin retired before him.
It's because he's a receiver, though. Let me double check. There's one double
check. But Peyton
check.
didn't really. Are we talking about good situations where they're gonna like maybe win some games, or like because Peyton didn't win games first year? Like that.
No, he threw the most interceptions ever by a rookie quarterback.
So like,
I know Peyton had Marshall Faulk. I know that for a fact.
I mean, I would love to say Andrew, but his offensive line was terrible.
Faulk, get out of here.
Peyton Manning
line was.
They went 13-3 and 13.
He did have Marvin Harrison. He definitely did have Marvin Harrison. Yeah. But Marvin Harrison wasn't who he was until 1999.
He got him in 1998.
All right, and then the next year he balled out. But Marvin Harrison, his first 3 years, he was good, but decent. But like,
okay.
Keenan Allen and DJ Moore are arguably top 10 receivers in the league.
All right, so let's talk about it. I'm going. I got the list right here.
Wait, if we compare the numbers of what they're doing now versus what they did back then, it's equivalent because they're throwing the ball more.
Do you think in 1998, 1997, 1996 that Marvin Harrison was a top 10 receiver in the league?
Well, how many yards he had?
He had 776, 866, 836.
776.
Yeah, Peyton Manning's rookie year, he had 776 yards.
I got one. Troy Aikman.
His first 3 years.
Troy Aikman.
You said he had 10 touchdowns.
His first 3 years, he had 21 touchdowns, which is fucking a lot for a receiver. Actually, that's kind of crazy. In his first 3 years, and then he averaged about 800 yards.
Back then, Wayne.
Was he a top 10 receiver?
1998, he might have been.
All right, let me go. I'm going.
He might have been. 800 yards is the yards. That's.
But nah, Troy Aikman played like shit the first game,
but
the first year. 0-11. Damn, that's trash.
Joe, he was in top 10 receiver.
No, I'm saying it was the touchdowns.
That
really
was terrible.
Touchdowns was a lot.
Troy.
Yeah.
Randy Moss had 17 that year
because he probably didn't have a quarterback. Randy Moss had don't take over.
I'm talking about that was his rookie year, so he probably.
What about Joe Burrow?
No.
Okay.
No.
Trevor Lawrence, no.
He had Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins, but T. Higgins.
Jared Goff.
No.
That team. Hold on, let me look at Jared Goff's stats.
He wasn't top 10. That was Jerry Rice still playing. Chris
Antonio Freeman, Terrell Owens, Chris Carter, Terrence Mathis, Joey Galloway, Keyshawn.
Bruh. Marshall Faulk.
Wait.
Yeah, I know.
Jared Goff is set up. Jared Goff's one because Jared Goff didn't start his first year, but the next year he had the same players and he went 11-4. And almost threw for 3,800 yards.
Who were his receivers?
28 touchdowns. I'm gonna look it up. LA.
I know his receivers were Robert Woods.
Yeah.
You're saying good situations. That was a good.
I just told you Caleb Williams gonna have arguably 2 top 10 receivers on his team. There's no other favorable situation.
You were fighting with me about Keenan Allen being top 10 when I said he was top 10.
That's what I said. Arguable. I said arguable top 10 wide receivers in this team, bro.
DJ Moore is not a top 10 receiver to me.
He just come off of almost a 1,500-yard season, Joey.
Yeah, he is. But if y'all,
I said you can argue it though. You can argue he potentially.
Okay. Yeah, argue it.
He's definitely top 15.
Now, what about Swift? You think Swift is? What do we think about Swift? Because Swift has been bouncing teams since he's
think Swift is just a top running back and a top 32. He's a starting court running back.
And then addressing the defense, you think the defense is really good?
The defense played well last year. Defense played really well towards the end of the year once they got Montez Sweat. They played really, really well last year. And then they got that 9th pick now. I think unless they get Chase Young, Dallas Turner might end up being
the doctor.
Now they don't know. They no longer need a receiver to draft. We thought it was gonna get Rome or something. They don't need to do that anymore because they got Keenan Allen. They could wait. They could get a second round. You said Dallas Turner is gonna be a Bear, Chubbs?
Yeah, he's gonna be a Bear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's if he gets picked before that, then it's a left tackle's going to the Bears.
They shouldn't draft Caleb Williams, bro.
I don't think
it's crazy. The NFL players want Caleb Williams want the guy to be Justin Fields.
Yep.
Like
Keenan Allen wants Justin Fields.
Everybody wants Justin Fields. Everybody.
DJ Moore.
We all are saying
they can't. Whatever happens, they cannot draft Caleb Williams and have Justin Fields on the team together because that locker room is going to be split. So they got to figure out what they're going to do.
What they need to do is call Washington and just try their best. Because
if I'm Washington, people keep saying that. I'm saying if I'm Washington, what the fuck I'm trading for?
I'm staying pat too. Yeah, I'm staying pat.
There's no reason. If Washington trades from 2-1, that's the stupidest trade because they're going to have to give up additional first round pick for that. Yeah. There's no. I'm not giving no additional.
You don't give the first round pick up the number 1 pick if you don't get some pick in that top 5. You don't go to like pick 12 or pick 13. I don't.
It depends what else comes with it.
I get that, but like,
because if somebody is
the Broncos, that's the only thing they should.
Because what the Bears should do, which would never fucking happen, is talk to the Vikings and try to get their 2 first-round picks that they just acquired for that number 1 over pick, so they can get Caleb Williams. But they'll never do that because it's the rivalry. They will never do that.
Yeah. But
if I'm them, this is what I'm doing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Calling Broncos, say, what y'all got? Give me this year's first.
Broncos want to trade up. So, yeah.
Give me next year's first, next year's second, and give me Cameron Sutton.
Cameron, I would ask for Pat.
Oh shit!
Give me Pat. They wanted to get rid of Pat, anyways.
Give me this year's first, next year's first, and give me Pat.
Give me Pat. Like, put him and Jalen
Johnson. Yo, they had Jalen Johnson and Patrick Surtain. Yo,
that would be crazy. Because they wanted to offload him anyways. I was like, bro, you want to get rid of him? Let's do this, bro. I
ain't gonna lie. If they were to do that and had the 9th and 12th pick,
that'd be crazy, bro.
They're winning that division. I ain't gonna hold you. No matter they have no choice.
Over the Lions?
Yes. Patrick Surtain and Jalen Johnson on the opposite side, Joey.
They have to address. They still have to address offensive line.
They 9th and 12th pick, Joey.
Damn, yeah. They can.
They need an opposite tackle.
You think Alt will still be there?
Who?
Joe Alt?
No, they don't got to get Alt. They can get somebody else. He won't be there though. He's going to Tennessee.
So I saw this one mock, and I hope it happens. But why do I see J.C. Latham falling? Like in a lot of mocks recently, and he's supposed to be like a top 2.
He's probably falling tackle. He might be falling because there's different needs, bro.
Like, this tackle class is crazy though.
It is.
That's what I was telling Joey. Like they'll be fine. They can get any tackle at 9 or 12. Like
I can get a good tackle in the second round.
The Dolphins want. We want a guard, and
you get a starting tackle in the second round, bro. There's good guards too. There's the first 4 guards in this draft are like starters.
They want Powers, bro. Powers talked to Dolphins. He said, "I want to play for the Dolphins." He's gonna get there, and then if we get Powers, he's either gonna play guard or center. If he plays center, Brewer is moving, and then if Brewer moves, that would be great. But or Powers gonna go to guard.
And think about this name and put it in your brain because I can see it happen second round. His name is Cooper Beebe.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Dog.
We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. One thing, man. I want to talk to the Miami Dolphins community real quick. Yeah, I need to stop saying some dumb shit on X, man. I can't. I need to stop it. All right.
You sick of it? You can't do it no more, Joe.
Disgusted. I was like, "What is this?"
Hey, you know what I saw on Ravens community the other day? We need to trade Mark Andrews. I was like, "What are we doing?" Like,
yeah.
Hold on, what are they trading him for?
Hey, you know what they did? First round pick or some shit. I don't know.
That's worth it, Chubbs. I ain't gonna hold you.
So people
it is worth it.
First round pick from Mark Andrews. I'm doing that shit.
People started quoting. Somebody started quoting that guy's tweet and said, "Kick him out of this group. Kick him out." And guess what? They kicked him out and blocked them. And then they tweeted about it. They tweeted about it. And then not 10 minutes later, there's a guy named Cincinnati Higgins in the Ravens community. I'm like, why the fuck we got Bengals fans in the Ravens community and we kicking out fans?
Cincinnati.
They kicked the Steeler guy, yeah, because he was like, "Hey, all you guys, Kenny," and that's like, "Go root for the Eagles, then, fucker."
Hey, yo, it was so funny, bro. Permanis put out an Instagram post. He said, "Stuck with a Kenny jersey? Come by. We'll give you a gift card for $30." I was like,
"Yo, bro, like that's crazy." But who are your losers?
Oh man, biggest loser to me was the Carolina Panthers.
You think so?
I personally think so. Just because
of the
trade of what they could have gotten for Brian Burns.
First round picks, bro.
They could have gotten that for Brian Burns, and they did all that just to get rid of him for something less. I think there's so many needs on that team.
They got guards though. They got guards. They got Robert Hunt.
They did get guards, but there are other positions that they didn't address. Now they might address it in the draft. And I think that which is they got Deontay, but do I think Deontay makes a big difference for Bryce Young? No,
absolutely.
If you say yes,
absolutely. He's a top 10 separator in the league. That's something that he did not have. The guys that he had a separation were in the 50s and 70s, guys. Now he's going to have a top 10 separator. He got a way improved offensive line. I agree with the Brian Burns shit. That was stupid. You should have traded him last year when you could have got first round and second round picks for him. Yeah. That's when they did the same thing with McCaffrey. Held on to him so long that you get a third, fifth round pick for the best running back in the league.
Yeah,
Brian Burns, that's an edge rusher. You could get better value for that. But I do like that they address offensive line, so I kind of don't agree with you. And they got the top 10 a separator. But the L is a fat L. Same way I think the Steelers trade, that Steelers trade to me was a fat ass L.
That was
to get Jackson and a 6th round pick. And we're getting top 10 round.
That made y'all separate. I'm gonna be honest with you. That gave y'all's free agency grade to like a B. You guys could have had maybe like in B plus, A minus. Yeah. Then when you guys traded him for a 7th, a B. B.
So upset, bro. So mad, bro.
You
got way more value for Kenny Pickett
than Deontay. It was nuts, bro. Like that was crazy.
Got an extra 3rd round pick though. That's crazy that they gave that up. I don't know why the hell you get that much for a backup.
That's the future.
But, all right. That's crazy.
I got 2 teams, and I'm for the first team. I'm gonna say 2 words. All in. We're going all in.
My ass.
Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what you're doing, bro. Yeah. I don't know what you're doing. Hey, I can't say much because you haven't done much.
Hey, they've been losing. That's what they've been doing. Losing.
They've been losing the free agency. People definitely been gone. I don't know what I think the biggest signing was Eric Kendricks.
Did he change his mind or he came back?
No, he's there. He first Eric Kendricks signed with the 49ers verbally and then changed his mind and go to Cowboys. That signing basically happened off of, and I'm sorry to say, Leighton Vander Esch probably retiring from the NFL because of that block that Trent Williams did on him. He's probably never going to play football again. Sad to see. But that's just a shitty situation. But all they did was pick up Eric Kendricks, and they're losing people. They're losing. And secondly, the Arizona Cardinals. I'm saying y'all losers on one fact. In 2022, 2021, you traded a 1st-round draft pick for Marquise Hollywood Brown just to let him go a couple of years later. Now, I'm not saying he was amazing for y'all, but y'all traded a 1st-round draft pick for Hollywood Brown just to let him walk.
Hey, man, they count their losses, let him go, because now they got to get Malik Neighbors. Or they're probably going to get Marvin Harrison.
But my thing is, here's my thought process, Wayne and Joey. It's a waste of a pick. And if you knew that he probably wasn't coming back next year, why not trade him at trade deadline and get something?
Well, I think they felt comfortable because they got the Texans draft pick.
But I'm just saying, if you know a player is not in your future and your team's not winning games that year, why not trade him and get something? Like the reason why the Ravens didn't trade Patrick Queen is because we were maybe going to the Super Bowl or whatnot. Like that's a potential. So why would we trade a guy that that's a thought process between that. But like for a team like the Arizona Cardinals going to win 4 games last year, trade him because now you're sitting there with nothing. And you traded for Desmond Riddler.
respect Desmond Riddler than any quarterback.
I'm not respecting Desmond Riddler because remember he wasn't leaving the Falcons until he won a Super Bowl.
They still got 2 first-round draft picks.
But
losing for me is the Broncos because they just lost everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. Arizona Cardinals. That's the biggest thing for me. I'm sorry.
I like that one. I like that one, Chips.
I would just go with obviously the Broncos and as well as the Cowboys to me because Cowboys absolutely didn't do nothing. Shout out the Browns though, picking up Devin Bush. Shout out y'all, man. Shout out y'all. Give him a chance.
All we need is a Bengal to come to the Ravens, and then boom, we got everybody switching teams. Like nobody's done that yet.
I will also give. Well, I'm gonna give the Chargers some leeway. I do think, obviously, keeping your.
I don't really like what they're doing. No, they're on my list of losers. They're on my losers list.
They did keep like their edge rushers, but they got rid of all the receivers. But I mean, it makes sense when you got a Greg Roman system. You don't need those receivers.
Justin Herbert might be out of there.
Drew Skeeves meme. Quentin Johnson gets told he's the wide receiver 1. Me?
You said what, Joe?
There's a possibility that Justin Herbert is out of there. Man.
You don't think they draft Malik Neighbors with number 5?
He's saying they might trade Herbert for JJ McCarthy.
Who gonna do that?
Who you think the coach is?
Jim Harbaugh.
You think that's possible?
You think somebody won't take Justin Herbert right now?
I think if I'm the owner and I'm firing everybody.
Why would you? But
you just got there. You're gone. I'm calling Roger. I did not approve this. That shit is vetoed. Do not do that.
It can happen.
Joey,
think about it. The Vikings just got some picks. They need a quarterback over there. You can easily trade him over there, and you get some more picks in the draft.
Get three picks.
First-round pick, 3 first-round picks. The draft, and we're talking about this draft class. We think it's loaded with receivers, and you can get some quarterbacks, and you can add some. And
that would be actually a good move for them. But I don't like the JJ McCarthy. Only way I do that if somehow Drake May stays. If Drake May's there, then I'm doing it.
I don't know about JJ. We talked about JJ. JJ's like 6th or 7th on my list.
Yeah. But their worst acquisition, and I'm just going to say this right now, and it's not even a player. You know who their strength and conditioning coach is now?
That's your guy?
The former Ravens strength and conditioning coach that had all of them IRs that people were complaining about. Steve Saunders.
That's his fault. Everybody get hurt.
Bro, all the players, even Judon complained about him. All the players were complaining about that guy's workouts. This is the first year we didn't have him.
And they go to Pilates, bro.
So I'm worried for Chargers.
Well, shit, they was always injured anyway, so I don't think it could get any worse. they was always already hurt.
It can get worse. 23 IRs. It can get worse.
All right, man. Let's talk about which free agent we think will have the biggest impact this season.
See, this is tough because I'm gonna be biased. I don't care.
Go ahead.
Derrick Henry is going to snap for the Ravens. I'm sorry, but behind the offensive line that they're going to assemble, he's going to run for 1,200, 1,300 yards and have 13 plus touchdowns. He's going to be super productive.
How is that? All right. How is him doing that having the biggest impact? What does he do?
Because the reason why I think he is the player that potentially can get the Ravens over the hump. He is a game changer.
Will make you guys a Super Bowl contender. Will get you guys into the Super Bowl this year.
Yes, that's the type of signing he is. Yes, I really believe it.
Super Bowl contender last year.
Right.
So that means they have to win the AFC Championship this year.
Yes, and I agree with you. If it doesn't happen, Harbaugh is fired. I really think he's gone. Like this, he has no excuses.
Okay.
You still got that. I mean, you lost Odell, but you still got Zay. I mean, Bate still is, but you still got the two-headed attack with Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews, and you know they're going to get the offensive line right. They're always good offensive line with behind Patrick Ricard blocking for Derrick Henry and Lamar's your quarterback. He's going to ball. I really see it. It's going to put us over the hump.
So you guys are going to the Super Bowl this year?
I really believe it. I really believe it. The defense is still going to be good. I really believe it.
I'm surprised you said that. But you say you're being biased. Just because of what you said earlier. I do think his contract was like I said before, is a little bit too long. But I think Kirk Cousins is going to have the biggest impact as it's free agency signing. First of all, he's a quarterback. And you changed the team drastically as a quarterback. And then he's coming off an injury, so he is a candidate for comeback player of the year. And if he takes them to the playoffs, that's drastically different than what the Atlanta Falcons we saw last year. So I think if we're talking about where they were last year to where they're going to be this year, Kirk Cousins is probably going to have the biggest impact as a free agency signing. Personally, me, just because obviously we talked about how the offense is and everything and how they can play better and stuff. So if he could take them to the playoffs, huge impact. I think I would say the biggest. So change the team around.
Nice. I like that. For me personally, I'm gonna try not to be biased here, so I won't mention us at all. But I do think I'll say a little piece that I think Russell Wilson gets us to the next level. Obviously,
what's the next level? AFC Championship.
No, second round. Our ceiling is AFC Championship.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
Our ceiling before was wild card. Now our ceiling, so it's AFC Championship, 2 rounds potentially. I think if he gives us anywhere near the quarterback play he had last year, we can win the division. Just because how we always play well inside of the division. That's just me personally. But I'm gonna give it 2 people. I said this before. I said Deontay Johnson. I think he's going to have a great impact on the development of Bryce Young in that system because I think the coordinator they have now will actually move him around the field a lot, put him in the slot, put him on the outside. He's going to be a very, very dangerous guy for that team. And then Christian Wilkins. Christian Wilkins on the Raiders. Him next to Max Crosby is going to be freaking insane because neither of them get off the field. And now they have an interior presence. And to me, an elite inside guy is more important than an elite edge rusher, in my opinion. So now that you have an elite guy in the inside, that defense changes dramatically because that defense was just Max Crosby, everybody else was all right. But now because you have an elite 3-tech, that improves your linebacker play automatically because what has to happen now? You have to double the 3-tech and the nose guard now in place. Frees them up, allows them to move more freely. It increases the ability for pass rush because of Christian Wilkins being next to Max Crosby. You're not able to double team Max as much as he was last year as well. So I had to go with the most impact. I think it's going to actually be Christian Wilkins because of what he's going to be able to do for that defense.
Okay, and if I'm not being biased, my pick Saquon Barkley.
Saquon's, yeah, that's a good one.
He's got actually a good offensive line now, and he has receivers around him, and he has a guy that's a dual threat at quarterback. So it's going to take a lot of pressure.
Who will be more impactful? The combination of Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, or the combination of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry?
I think the correct answer is the team that's always had the number 1 rushing attack the last 3 years. Ravens.
Jalen and Saquon.
Okay.
Why, Joey?
I think Saquon is a better running back than Derrick Henry. And
Joey thinks Saquon's the best running back in the league when he's healthy.
I think when Saquon was healthy, he was the second leader in rushing yards. I think the person that beat him was Josh Jacobs, who went crazy that year. So, and that's when Saquon was healthy behind the Giants' offensive line. Not saying the Giants' offensive line were ass, but when you talk about the Eagles' offensive line, they're amazing. You put Saquon behind that, and then you also have a running quarterback like Jalen Hurts, which is he's more of a power running back quarterback. So when you have those guys and what he could do out the backfield catching the ball as well, that dynamic is ridiculous. So I think that duo is going to be better. Not saying it's going to be way better, but I just think that duo is going to have and I also think the Eagles' offense is better than the Ravens' offense. So
you are adding Derrick Henry to the number 1 rushing attack in the NFL. If we're talking about the duo, Derrick Henry is going to put up similar numbers to Saquon. Then you're going to then compare Lamar to Jalen's rushing. Come on now.
Lamar.
The correct answer is Lamar and Derrick.
Led your team in rushing yards.
Yes, and he still had more than Derrick. I mean, more than Jalen by far.
He had more than all your running backs.
We're talking about the duo, Joey. We're talking about the duo.
I get what you're saying. I understand that. You can say Lamar's a better running quarterback than Jalen Hurts, but I know
I can say it because it's a universal fact.
Right, but I think also Saquon is better than Derrick Henry. And all aspects we're talking of being a running
Joey,
back.
I mean, Wayne, is he not understanding? We're talking about. You said the duo, right?
Are you not understanding what the fuck I'm saying?
I'm talking about production.
And Joey's talking about production too.
All right, bro.
I don't get it different.
You're just.
Joey's reasoning is because he thinks the ability in the pass game as well with what they're able to do. I'm talking about all aspects of them. You're specifically talking about in the run game. Does Lamar still get the same amount of rushing yards this year with Derrick Henry on his team now?
No,
Chubbs?
No, because look at Lamar's rushing stats. Every year he's ran the ball a little bit less.
Y'all did not lead the league in rushing in 2022.
We went in 2023. What were we, top 3 in 2022?
Y'all did not lead the league in rushing in 2021.
Where were we? You're not giving me my
y'all were 2. And y'all were 2.
Okay.
In 2022. In 2021, the Eagles were the number 1.
Okay. In 2023, what were the Ravens?
The Ravens were, I said, they were 1.
So we were the most recent. We were 1. Then we were 2. Then we were what, 2 or 3? Come on.
It was 3. But the Eagles was there too.
Okay.
You said you said y'all was leading the league. So you said y'all was leading the league 3 years in a row. So what?
So top three 3 years in a row, and last year we were 1. So what are we talking about?
It's not the same saying leading the league 3 years in a row. You did not.
Where were the Eagles out the last 3 years?
Derrick Henry to the number 1 last year rushing attack.
Bro, all I'm saying, y'all did not lead the league 3 years in a row, sir. We were all right.
We were top 3 in the 2022, 2023, 2022, 2021. And what happened that year with injuries for the Ravens? And we were still top 3. And Derrick Henry's not going to ball. Come on.
I am going off the fact.
Okay.
That you said y'all led the league 3 years in a row.
Okay.
You try to give yourself
look. I was wrong. And Joey, I was wrong. And guess what? Last year we were 1. What do you guys say? Last year we were 1. What are you going to say?
Last year y'all was 1. That's why I didn't bring up
the most recent. We were 1.
Y'all was 1.
So we're adding Derrick Henry to the most recent thing.
Right, exactly.
Okay, all right.
And I'm not saying, bro, anytime somebody say something about the Ravens, and I also say it wasn't that far off. All I'm saying, as a duo, passing and running, they will be a better duo. Sit with that. Who cares? Derrick Henry have brick hands. What are we talking about?
He has brick hands. Okay.
Yes. When you see Derrick Henry catching the ball in the backfield, Derrick Henry can only run in one freaking formation.
That's not true. That's your opinion.
Bro,
Wayne, don't do this. That's what I was going to. That's what's going to. I was going to bring out.
No. Stop that. Because there's plenty of highlights of him getting the ball out of the shotgun, taking the ball 60 fucking yards.
No, bro. What is Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry's effective spread running back.
Stop, Wayne. You're the
Derrick Henry
only one
effective
saying
spread
this
running
shit,
back.
On NFL Network, on ESPN, they're saying the zone reads. They're saying
that's wrong, Chubbs. It's wrong.
Oh my God! All right,
that's wrong.
We're not the only one saying it. We're not the only one saying that.
Y'all right.
We're not.
Y'all right.
We're not.
Guess what? Guess what?
Chubbs, how effective is Derrick Henry out of the spread, Chubbs?
Where's his receiving? Rushing and receiving.
Derrick Henry's a great receiving running back, Chubbs.
Yeah,
good receiving running back.
Not to the point Saquon. Yes, he's not Saquon, but don't act like he's not going to get screens. But wait, I thought that the Derrick Henry's not going to get screens here and there. You think he's not going to catch a screen and take the ball?
No, Chubbs,
oh my God!
Because you're good at catching screens, that makes you a good receiving running back.
Bro, you will cape for your team regardless. I get it, bro. Like the nigga just got there. Like
answer my question, Chubbs. Because you could catch screens, that makes you a good receiving running back.
Saquon played 14 games last year and had 280 yards. The year before that, 16 games, 338. But he's a great receiving back. Great receiving back.
He's better than Derrick Henry.
Yes, but we're saying, and last year Derrick Henry had 70 yards less receiving.
Chubbs. How many games Derrick Henry played,
Chubbs?
Derrick Henry played 17. But Derrick Henry also got 280 rushing attempts.
Chubbs, is Derrick Henry even close to the level as a receiving running back as Saquon Barkley?
No, Wayne.
What the fuck are you telling me about him only having 70 yards?
We're talking about, but the thing is, we're talking about his receiving yards. Yes, but we're not gonna put in the rushing attack with Lamar.
No one didn't put in the rushing.
No one.
My point is, you're not going to sit here and tell me when you're talking about duos. You're not going to tell me Saquon and Jalen are more dangerous on paper than Lamar and Derrick Henry. You're not going to tell me that. You're not. You're not going to tell me that.
Why can't
you're
we
not?
tell you
Because
that?
it's wrong. It's wrong.
Why is it wrong?
You act like first of all,
with a non-stack box. What's it called? Last year, we got the two number one guys with non-end stack box with Lamar and Derrick in the same backfield. You know how dangerous that is?
You said what? Say it again, Chubbs.
I was on CBS radio said this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You got the two number one guys with stacked boxes and non-stacked boxes when rushing the football in the same backfield.
So that Lamar stat is about him passing versus a stack box, not actually him running.
But I'm saying that's a more dangerous team.
I saw the same thing, right?
That's more dangerous.
It doesn't apply.
Let me tell you why Saquon and Jalen are going to be the more dangerous duo. Simply from the fact, one, Saquon's a lot younger, right? Two, the Eagles' offensive line is better than the Ravens' offensive line. Can we agree there, Chubbs?
What?
The Eagles' offensive line is better than the Ravens' offensive line.
Last year?
In general.
The Eagles' offensive line is better than the Ravens' offensive line. Can we agree there? You got slightly. It's slightly better.
Slightly.
Okay. So you losing Zeitler is not going to affect you guys at all.
No.
Ravens have found good guards that come in and start. John Simpson played last year on the number one rushing attack. Look what happened. Came out of nowhere. We have Andrew Voorhees, which was one of the top-rated offensive line before tearing his ACL in the combine, playing next year for us at guard position. Yes, we got to address the other guard. We still got Ronnie Stanley. Okay, cool. The only thing that we need to address is the right tackle for real.
So you got 2 question marks on your offensive line. Is what you
just told me. They got a question mark too.
They got 1 question mark at center.
Oh my God. Okay.
Which the guy who's going to be the guy, since we're talking about potential,
I know. The guy that's going to that Jason Kelsey said, "Hey, come draft this guy." I know. I heard it all.
Put him under my tutelage. This is a guy that I want to replace me. If we're just talking about potential, because you just gave me a potential with somebody who tore their ACL, so that's what you're giving me. So we can agree that team's all better. Ooh. They're going to be facing less stack boxes than you guys, correct or not?
Probably, because you got Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry in the backfield.
No, it's because they have AJ Brown and Devontae at the receiver, so that's why they're going to see less stack boxes than you guys. That's what's going to happen. Okay. So next year they will be a more effective duo due to those reasonings why I gave you. You guys are still going to be great. They might be. It's not going to be a wash. It's going to be very close competition, but they have more things at their face, more things for them to be better than you guys because of the situation it's going to be in. You guys are also going to be in a way better division with way better defenses as well. So that's going to hurt you guys as well. So That is why they're going to be, in my opinion, better than you guys next year because of the situations that they're going to have. Is Jalen Hurts better than Lamar Jackson? No. Lamar Jackson is clearly the best player that we're talking about within the 4 players. Is Derrick Henry better than Saquon Barkley? In my opinion, no, because I just prefer dual threat running backs, so I always put dual threat running backs ahead. Is Derrick Henry as effective as he is in shotgun as he is versus being in I formation or single back? He's not, Chubbs. Can he run an inside zone like you do on Madden? From time to time. But Derrick Henry is most effective when he's coming downhill. It's a fact. Are you guys going to ball together? Yes, you guys will. Will they ball together? Yes, you will. No reason to go back and forth and super yell on this topic, they're just opinions. But yeah, I knew you were gonna pick the Ravens because you're a homer, and there's not a wrong answer. There's a possibility where they can be. It's a big possibility where they can be better than them. But in my opinion, the Eagles are going to be more effective because of that situation. Just because the situation's going to face. They're going to face less sack boxes. That's number one. It's because they have a bona fide number 1 receiver on the team and a high-end number 2 receiver on their team. You cannot put those guys in single coverage or you're going to get torched all game. So, yeah. And also, they have the touch push, so they're going to be more productive touchdown-wise versus than you guys because of, when Jalen Hurts always gets those 1-yard touchdowns and stuff like that. But, yeah.
I said exactly what you said. Exactly what you said is exactly what you said until just yelled at me.
All right, man. Let's talk about Aaron Donald, man. Let's talk about Aaron Donald really quickly, and then we'll get to these rankings for the weapons room. Aaron Donald retired after a 10-year career, 8-time All-Pro, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. What are your thoughts on Aaron Donald's career? I think we all agree that he's the first ballot Hall of Famer, but where does he rank for you guys among defensive players all time?
He's 1 or 2.
Defensive players of all time?
Yeah.
1 or 2 for you. Give me why?
Just because he played the tackle, man. Man was triple team, quadruple team. And he still happened to win Defensive Player of the Year. He was just a factor, man. I don't know if we remember he had one of the biggest plays in the Super Bowl. He ended the game. They had one play. He came in, sat. QB pressure made Joe Burrow throw the ball away to get his Super Bowl. Right, it's one of his first championships. So, his only championship. So he's just an electric player, man. One of the quickest D linemen I've ever seen. That big, that fast, strong, and he was just a force to be reckoned with. And if you didn't game plan against him, you were upset, because he would destroy your offensive line and your quarterback. So
he's already the greatest defensive lineman to ever play the game of football already.
If we are counting LT as a defensive lineman, he's an edge. He's on the line. So I don't know if we're gonna count him. If we are counting him, I have them tied. If he's not, then he is the best defensive lineman, in my opinion, ever. But those are 2 guys up there for me in defense: LT and Aaron Donald. So, but yeah, he's the greatest, bro. It's just too many highlights of him just one hand, just moving people and just going after a quarterback. It was the one I saw a picture. It was so funny. It was Josh Allen trying to stiff arm Aaron Donald, and there was 2 other Rams player on the floor behind Josh Allen. And I said, this looks like Josh Allen is facing the final boss after defeating people. And I was like, we know he lost that battle. You're not stiff arming Aaron Donald. It's not happening. But it's just like the man is just unreal, bro. He's unreal.
So he's a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. I said it incorrectly.
Yeah, he's just unreal. And when players like quarterbacks say thank God he retired. We should, we know he's him. He's him. He's that dude. So yeah, I got him at number 1 or number 2. Either one.
Chubbs.
If you asked me this 2 years ago or a year ago, yes, he'd be in my top 2, maybe even 1 all time. He is the greatest D tackle of all time. I will say that. But he's probably top 5 for me defenders all time.
Who you got ahead of him? It's an interesting conversation.
I got LT up there, obviously. You know, I got Ray somewhere in that conversation for top 5. Reggie White is in top 5.
Is Reggie White due to longevity?
Yeah, and longevity, and he was old in his later years. He was still getting double-digit sacks. That's the reason, really, why. And 5th is hard. 5th is more of a bias for me, but you know, I think I know you're going to say something.
You're being biased. There's no way you're going to tell me Ed Reed's a better defensive player than him, bro. There's no way. There's no way you're going to tell me Ed Reed is a better. I let you slide with the Ray Lewis because he's the greatest linebacker of all time.
Ed Reed's not even the best DB.
He's up there.
He's not the best DB of all time, so you can't put him up there. That would be crazy to put him.
I probably put Deion in my 5. I love Deion. That's probably what I'd probably.
I was about to say it,
All right. But yeah, those are my 5. I can't definitively put him 1, because last couple of years, I know he hasn't been on the best teams. I know he's still doing his thing, but he was quiet in a way. The production
last year he only played 11 games.
Still, how much? What did he do in 11 games?
5 sacks.
See, I'm not used to that. I'm used to him at least probably getting 8 or 9 out of them 11 games.
He's a D tackle,
bro. He's getting double-digit sacks out D tackles. So I'm getting at. That's what I'm used to.
He's towards the end of his career, and he still get triple team. He still get triple team.
I get it, but.
I don't hate it. I see what you're saying, but yeah, he definitely towards the end of his career, he started getting triple team a lot more, compared to like what previously happened. For me, he's number 2 defensive player all time, just for the simple fact LT got an MVP. If LT didn't have the MVP, then LT's not over him. But because LT has the MVP, I'm gonna put him over him. Outside of that, there's no other defensive player better than Aaron Donald. He has 3 defensive player all. He's 8-time All-Pro, 10 Pro Bowls. Every year, he made the Pro Bowl. All 10 years in his career. He has 3 Defensive Player of the Years. He finished Defensive Player of the Year top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year 8 times out of his 10-year career.
So the last 2 years, he was not in contention of it.
Yeah, that's only it.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's the best defensive lineman. If you don't count LT as an edge, you really count him as a linebacker. But what LT
do we think 10 years is short for a defensive lineman?
I was thinking that LT played 12. But a lot of other defensive linemen that did play it longer is because they play defensive end and they don't face as much double teams on a regular basis as he did. Like he faces it every single play. He gets double team. I think that's why he retired. Yeah, because he was tired of getting double team every single damn game. He's like, this is not fun. And then some games I get triple team.
Yeah,
like, this shit's crazy. I'm not,
bro. When Tua first game against Darrell, it was 4 linemen blocking Darrell. I was like, hey, I'm on the other side of the screen, like, yeah, block that nigga.
You saw Kyler Murray said, "Thank God."
Thank God.
Imagine having to play him twice a year, every year, and then 1 year you had to play him 3 times because you had to play him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You heard Russell. You heard Geno Smith. Oh my God. Well, he saw Aaron Donald, but yeah, to me, he's the second best defensive player of all time. It's actually like he has more DPOYs than Reggie White. But I understand Chubb's reason because he was still getting them double digit. He only had 2 years where he didn't get double digit. 3 years. Yeah. He came back in 2000 after he retired. But to me, I think Aaron Donald is probably I'm going to say this. You know what? I'm changing this. He's the best defensive player of all time. Because to me, he is the most impactful defensive player to ever play the game of football because what he can do in the run and pass game. Excellent pass rusher, excellent run stopper. And to me, like I always say, I think if you have an elite defensive tackle, everything else on your defense could be good to average, and you will have a top 10 defense, in my opinion.
I agree
because you have that elite guy at D tackle. An elite defensive tackle trumps anything else on the team because what you have to account for, you can't. When you have an elite defensive tackle, it's hard to run from them. It's hard to pass away from them. All the other positions, you could do things to get rid of them. So that's why I think I have Aaron Donald as the greatest defensive player to ever play the game. So,
it was great. That was great, man. It was great to watch him play. Man,
it's crazy. We actually seen him. We saw when he was in college, and we was in college. This motherfucker is lit.
Yeah, bro.
And let's see what he do when he get to the league. And he came to the league. It was crazy.
Dominating, bro. He was lit. He was lit. That was cool to watch. It's crazy though, to watch him come and go. He literally just came and just all right, I'm out. Done.
I'm dominating. I'm done.
Done.
Too easy.
I got my ring. Yeah, they can keep triple teaming me. It's all good, man. I'm gonna let y'all chill. I don't think we will ever see a defensive lineman like that again.
I don't disagree.
A defensive tackle.
What do you think, Chubbs?
I'm not gonna say we're getting triple team, so I agree with that part. But so, his mannerisms and his play style, there's people out there that emulate him a little bit.
To play on the level, all right, let me see. I don't think we will ever watch a player play on the level as Aaron Donald.
They won't have that. They won't have the all-pro stretch for sure. No, they won't have that.
You can make an argument from year one, Aaron Donald was the best defensive player in the league from when he came into the league.
Braun, he did some Braun shit, bro. He came in the league and he said, "Yo, I'm going to ball out." And I don't think I went to the point of there are people that can play like him, but I don't ever think there's going to be a situation we're going to see a guy on the field getting triple teamed.
I agree. Most people are getting double teamed. I mean, Chris Jones gets triple teamed, but I'm just glad before he dipped and said, "I'm done with football stuff." He did some training with my guy over here in Baltimore. I'm just glad it helped. I was helping his career out. So I don't know. You're right. There's probably never going to be another one like it, but you never know.
Nah,
there are those freakish athletes every once in a while.
The same way. I mean, it's not. I think it's beyond freakish athletes because when you can be a freak, but to beat a double team and triple team, because he has beaten triple teams and he has beaten double teams, that takes intelligence, that takes experience, and that takes not only just your ability to play. It's great. The same way, I don't think we will ever see a quarterback like Peyton Manning ever again.
You don't think Jalen Carter could develop into something like that?
Nope.
With his size and speed he got?
Nope. I don't think Jalen Carter will ever be like Aaron Donald. It's already too late for him.
I don't know.
It's already too late. Yeah, it's I'm talking about the way he came in and the way he left. I don't think we will ever.
But what if he just has a longer career than him and just still snaps though?
What if
you don't think Jalen Carter could develop into something without his size and speed?
He would have, for him to be better than Aaron Donald, he had to be better than he was last year. He was great last year.
That's what I'm
He's
thinking.
It's not close to Aaron Donald.
He already didn't win Defensive Rookie of the Year. So
but I'm saying he could still play more years and still have a lot of production. But we have that conversation, is what I'm saying. If he were
because
if he were to snap,
he would have to get 15 sacks for the next 10 years.
Right. Yeah. If you asking me, do I think? No, no, he's not. It's not gonna. So there's just certain players you just can't. You're not going to ever see again. Peyton Manning was the most intelligent quarterback I've ever seen play the game. I don't think we're ever going to see a quarterback like that again. I don't see that happen.
I'm a big fan of Jerzon.
So
Jerzon Newton. I'm a big fan.
No, he's nice, but
I'm a big fan.
Is not.
Aaron Donald was up for the Heisman. And he played on Pittsburgh. They were not good.
Okay.
He was up for the Heisman.
The Dominican Sue was the same way. So
yeah, my point exactly. We didn't think we'll see a Sue, and Aaron Donald obliterated anything we thought Sue could be.
Sue was amazing. It was amazing, and the Aaron.
He doesn't even sniff Aaron Donald.
Cycle though, is
and Aaron Donald like, hold my beer.
Cycle.
It would have to be somebody like Jalen Carter. Probably had the potential, but it just didn't happen. But I think the best thing Jalen Carter could be is a Chris Jones, which is amazing.
This is amazing too. That's also amazing.
But like Chris Jones is one of the best defensive tackles I played the game of football. His career is slighted because he played in the same era as Aaron Donald.
That's fact. I was about to say, like, we don't got a defensive player of the year from Chris Jones, do we?
No. He got robbed one last year. He should have got it over Nick Bosa, in my opinion. But he's never going to get one.
Yeah, I don't think he ever will. Hey, he's nice, though, man. Man is nice. He's better than nice. He's great.
He's great.
Man,
Joey, we need an order so we can rank these QB receiver rooms. Not receiver, weapons rooms. QB and weapons room.
Let me do this. Nope, that's the wrong thing right here.
It's gonna be interesting. I want to see where we rank everybody, and this is gonna be interesting. It's an updated list too.
Hey Wayne, I really believe that y'all probably gonna end up with Jordan Travis or Spencer Rattler.
I said that too.
I hope y'all draft a quarterback.
We're gonna draft Joe Milton.
It's gonna be like 4th or 5th round though.
Yeah. We draft over. Yeah, it's gonna be 4th, 5th round, and I think it's gonna be Spencer.
That'd be good for y'all.
You see, I got Spencer ranking in the top 5. You know me.
Chubbs, me, Dwayne.
All right. Weapons room. We're starting at the bottom, so 32.
Bang.
Chubbs, who has the worst weapons room in?
Damn, you're putting me on the spot right now.
That's an easy answer, Chubbs. It's not a hard answer at all.
I don't even know.
I don't even know off the top of my head. If you got it, then enlighten me.
Just think about the QB's weapon rooms that are.
Tell me the QB.
For me, right now?
Yeah, tell me the QB you're talking about. I
think it's either between New England.
Oh yeah.
Or the Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers. Yeah, my bad. I had a brain fart. I really couldn't think of it.
Chargers.
I like Patriots players more than Chargers right now. Quentin Johnson a bust. And they got rid of their Gerald Everett tight end, so like that was their best receiver.
Who you got, Joey?
Besides Mike Williams and Keenan.
I mean, I'm thinking, and I would have to go. You said New England, so I have to go New England because I think the other team I'm thinking of, I think they have a better QB. So,
for me, damn, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals because they haven't made any moves yet.
That's who I was thinking.
That's a good one.
We'll go with the Cardinals.
I'm
number
up.
29. Yep.
Damn. So it's tough. It's in between the Giants and the Raiders to me. Raiders only got Devontae. That's the reason why I'm saying that. Like so I won't probably put them there because they didn't really address. They lost Jacobs and they're getting rid of Renfro. But I'm probably gonna go Giants, honestly.
I don't hate the Giants.
I'm going with the Giants. Ooh, I will go with the Denver Broncos.
Broncos, that's a good one. I'm trying to think of all the teams.
Sheesh. Not the Bills. The Dolphins are straight. The Jets are, but they have Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson, and they got they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, I think there's 2 teams that probably could go here.
Who are you thinking?
I was thinking the either the Vikings or the Saints.
I was thinking the Saints.
I was thinking the Saints too. That's the team. I was thinking for me it was the Saints or Panthers.
I was gonna say Panthers, but you said they got Deontay.
They got Deontay, yeah. So they got Deontay.
But that's all they have. So like, you got to put it in fact.
Yeah. They got Deontay. They got Deontay. They got Adam Thielen.
They got the tight end.
They don't got Hayden Hurst.
They got what's his name?
They got Schultz, don't they?
No, they don't got Schultz.
Schultz is on Texans.
He Schultz on Texans. I was wrong about that.
They got but they also got their running back too. What's his name?
Swift.
Not Swift.
Who?
The Panthers. Who's a running back?
Don't say Miles Sanders.
They got Miles Sanders. Decent.
Yo, Panthers next.
I'm dead.
Panthers is next, man. Since they lost their quarterback, and I was gonna put the Bears here, but they just upped their things up. So
don't put the Bears there.
They lost their quarterback, and they pretty much got one receiver. They did get Aaron Jones. Are we talking about just receiving or just weapons?
We're talking about all weapons. So receiving, tight end, running back. It's got to be the Raiders, can it? Got to be the Raiders.
We didn't say the Raiders yet?
It's got to be the Raiders.
It's the Raiders. I thought somebody said the Raiders already.
Mine was between the Raiders and Giants, and I was like, well, they still got Devontae. But
I guess still got Devontae.
Raiders.
I
was about to get disrespectful.
Who you about to put?
Nah, let's go. Keep going. Let's go.
We coming up soon though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh no. We still got Najee, George Pickens.
Y'all got a couple. Y'all got a couple spots before you coming up.
All right. Let me try to think.
They like right here. We at. Where we at right now? They right here.
No, we not, bro. Don't disrespect us, bro.
Yeah, Colts. Yeah. No, Colts. Yeah, Colts. They don't got Michael Pierce right now.
No, what you mean? Pittman? No, Pittman signed Pierce.
And Taylor.
Alex Pierce. And they got Jonathan Taylor.
Hold on.
Respect Mo Alley Cox.
What about the Titans? They only got 2 receivers.
Yeah, Titans prize. I like that.
They got Tony Pollard.
Who cares?
Tony Pollard didn't ball out last year. He didn't do anything.
But he was hurt. When he came back, he said he didn't feel like himself till week 9. But hold on. Calvin really and DeAndre Hopkins are going to put him this low?
They don't have a quarterback.
Respect Mason Rudolph.
He's fast.
Get out of here.
Facts.
They don't have a quarterback. They don't got no quarterback.
All right. I'll put the Titans here.
Hey, but the Colts are coming up though, Wayne.
The Colts are. They are.
They're coming up. I want to say the Colts, but yeah, you don't want to put them yet.
You could put the Colts, Commanders.
It's the Colts. Because it's either the Colts, Commanders, and we're getting into like the Seattle conversation.
I think Commanders should go here.
I don't think Seattle's here yet.
Jacksonville's coming up too. Jacksonville's coming up too.
I don't know if Jacksonville's coming up, man.
Jacksonville's coming up, Wayne.
They're coming up.
The only reason I say Jacksonville is because of Trevor Lawrence.
Travis Etienne.
Yes.
But they lost Calvin.
They lost Calvin. Who else they got over there?
They got Gabe. Okay.
They got Gabe. They got Christian Kirk. And they got Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram had 100 catches as a tight end last year. Evan Ingram was a top 5 tight end last year.
It's coming up.
And Travis Evan Ingram was a top 5 tight end. Travis Etienne was a top 10 running back last year. I ain't putting him around.
Wait, who? It's Chubb's though. It's Chubb's turn, right?
No, it's my turn.
Rams coming up too.
The Rams are coming up.
I didn't say. I said the Commanders.
Wait. Look.
You said the Commanders?
No, I didn't say Commanders. I'm just looking at the offenses from last year, and then thinking about where people.
Cooper Kupp. Listen to me, Cubs. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua,
And Kyron Williams with Matthew Stafford is coming up soon?
No, that's wild, Chubbs.
Bro, we got the Dolphins. Bro, wait, no, stop. We got the Dolphins. We got 49ers. We got the Lions. We got the Cowboys. We got the Eagles. We got the Chiefs. We got the Ravens. We got the Steelers.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold
the Browns. We got the Falcons. We got the Bears.
The Browns is weapons room is better than the Rams.
We got the Texans.
Bro,
we got the Bucks. Like, what are we doing?
The Browns weapons room is better than the Rams.
We're at 22 right now, so we have a lot of time.
We had 21.
We're at 21. Who put 22?
No, because
he did Commanders.
It's one up.
Oh, one
he
up.
did
Okay.
Commanders.
So
I didn't do Commanders.
Who did Commanders?
I did.
You did Commanders, Joe. Who did Commanders?
Chubbs did Colts, right?
I did Colts. Commanders, Joe. Or you got somebody?
I was saying Commanders are coming up, but no, that's fine. You can leave Commanders there.
You want them there? You want somebody else there?
No, I want Commanders there.
All right,
I want Commanders there. That's cool.
I'm trying to think of all the teams we didn't mention yet.
You want
the Vikings?
The Vikings.
The Vikings.
Oh, Vikings should be up.
Yeah, Vikings up here.
Vikings should be before the Colts and Commanders, in my opinion. Even for the Titans.
They got Aaron Jones.
And
Jordan Addison.
Yeah, true. You're right.
They just don't got no quarterback. If Kirk Cousins was here, they'll be a top 10.
You're right.
You're right.
That's facts.
Who's up?
It's you, Chubbs.
It's tough, Wayne, because I think I'm gonna have to say Steelers here.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I like that.
We don't have no wide receiver too. Our wide receiver too is Van Jefferson right now. So, yeah, like I don't even mad at it.
Ain't Calvin Austin
is cool? I said the Titans already.
Yeah, I think the Titans already.
The Titans got picked.
Titans. All right, man. If do we got Saints on there already?
Yeah, Saints already on here.
Saints on there. Oh, all right. So if this the case, I'm gonna have to go with the Chicago Bears.
Don't hate it.
I go with the Bears. We don't know their quarterback, bro.
All right, okay. All right.
We don't know their quarterback.
Assuming it's Justin Fields, though. If they're still here?
I don't think they're there. I think they're probably
with Justin Fields?
Yeah.
I'm putting them right there.
With Caleb Williams, where you got them?
I'm still putting them right there. I don't know. Because the thing is, I haven't seen Justin Fields with a team, and I haven't seen Caleb Williams in the NFL. And I think Caleb Williams is a bust. So,
all right, I just want to say, so you got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. Top 15 wide receivers in the league. You got Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett, and you got DeAndre Swift.
2019. It's 19. It's 19.
He said 20. 19.
I got Chicago right there.
All right. So then it's me.
Because I don't think their offense is going to be better than some of the other offenses you're about to say.
We got the Colts on here. We got the Jags on here.
No, we don't.
We don't have the Jags on here yet?
Nope.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think some of
you should have put the Jags before you put the Chicago.
You guys are really high on Chicago. Chicago is still going to be ass. Watch.
Watch. We got the Colts, right? We got the Colts.
Yeah, we got the Colts.
All right. This next team, put the Browns because we don't know what type of running back's coming back after that injury. And I'm not a Jerry Jeudy believer. Amari Cooper, nice though.
They still got Elijah Moore too.
Yeah, but
and they got Njoku.
Oh yeah, maybe not. Maybe not the Browns. Oh, hold on. Time out. They lost people. Put the Bills. The Bills
offense.
Run it, yeah.
The weapons, I could see that. They still got Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen.
They're at 18.
Josh Allen's a top 5 quarterback. Diggs is probably top 7.
They're at 18.
I think
you guys hate that.
Respect Don Kincaid. There's a team that in that division that should be before them. Quarterbacks coming off an injury.
The Jets. Yeah, you put Jets. You can put Jets.
Because I don't think any of their receivers are better than.
We got Garrett Wilson, but we don't know who. Allen Lazard is a receiver too right now. So. And the tight ends are ass.
I per se wouldn't put the Bills yet. Because I think, and this is all speculation. All speculation again. I'm gonna say, y'all gonna hate me. I'm gonna say the Falcons. Bro.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate that at all.
You know,
they jumped.
Hey, it's a big jump. I got the Falcons there though.
So me.
Oh, fuck! I should have said the other team, but
what's the other team? We can move it around.
The Bucks.
Yeah. The Bucks don't really got a running back. I like that. I like that.
I ain't gonna lie, that should have been said before. Now that I think about it,
it should have been. It should have.
They should have been said before. I'm gonna go with the Falcons right here because I feel like it's a good spot for them.
I'm going with Bills now. I don't care. That's a great spot for them. They're the other half of the league.
I can live with that. I'm going to the Seattle Seahawks.
I like that.
I like
that one.
I'm trying to think.
You got. You wanted me to name some people? You got the Bengals. You got.
No, I got it right here.
Okay. Packers.
Cowboys.
Oh yeah, no running
Packers.
Yeah, they got no running backs. They just released Michael Gallup.
Ooh, Packers.
Honestly, Cowboys I should have said earlier.
I forgot about the Packers.
Packers got jumped. Their running back helped them. They still got a young receiving core. That's the only reason why
they definitely got a nice young receiving core.
Yeah, I forgot about them. I was like, oh shit, the Packers. Here, I am going to go. You said Dallas. Did we already say? You said the Bills already, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually have. I'm conflicted with these two teams because one did so well last year, and the other team quarterback got hurt. So they're gonna have a top 10 offense. So I'm gonna say Texans.
I feel like the Bengals are gonna be a little high.
The Bengals was top 10 for me. Those are two.
Because I don't think Zach Moss edition beats the Texans edition. That's the only reason. That's what I'm conflicted.
It's just Joe Burrow.
They still got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T.
They got CJ Stroud and
they got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
T. Higgins gonna be gone, bro.
T. Higgins I think
they got Jamar Chase.
He's hanging out. I think Joe, but I got
as of right now, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are still on that team.
Yeah, okay. Fact. But
they have no tight end, no running back. For real.
Those are teams that I was going against. I probably would have had 10-9, like with those two teams. But
yeah, I might go with the Bengals here. Well, let me double check. Yeah, I go to Bengals.
You could go Rams.
Rams are going to be next for me. So, put the Rams.
You have the Rams, okay.
Yep.
Rams, okay. Rams. All right, with the additions that they have, this is number 7. It's getting close. All
right, I got a question for you guys. You guys have the Rams here, right? What makes the Lions' weapons room better than the Rams?
They got Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Sam DeLaporta, Amon St. Brown, and they're probably going to sign. I don't think they have Josh Reynolds yet back.
The tight end is better. The tight end is better. The running backs are better. I think the offensive line is better. But
you think? All right.
I do think the running back is better. You not think the running back is better?
They got Jamison Williams too.
I think it's on par. They got Cooper Kupp.
They got two.
They got Cooper Kupp, Puka.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff? Who you guys taking?
You know who I'm taking. You know who I'm taking. So,
Chubbs.
I don't know who I'm taking.
You gotta know.
I mean, I would gladly switch.
I think it's Matthew Stafford
and the Lions.
And they still got Tyler Higbee.
It's just what the Lions did last year was like they did ball out.
I just want to see if I can throw a conversation in here. I just wanted to see.
They did ball out. So.
All right, next.
It's on you, man.
It's on me?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Wayne just did the Lions.
I just did the Lions.
I did the Lions. You did the Rams, Chubb.
Oh, that's true. I did do the Rams.
I got skipped.
I was gonna go with it. No, you did. You did the team below.
You did the
Bengals.
I did the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did do the Bengals.
So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we're at 6 right now. There's only one right answer, Wayne.
It's only one right answer. What's your answer?
Only one right answer, Wayne.
I want to see what you do because I agree if I'm thinking what y'all about to put.
This is what I'm putting.
That is not what I thought you were going to do.
That's what I thought. That is the right answer. That's the right answer.
What do you have, Chubbs?
I was going to put the Ravens there.
Oh, yeah, next.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think yeah. I mean, Ravens. Ravens my answer for the next one then. Because
all right, hold on. Let me think about this.
The reason why I'm saying it is because we picked up Derrick Henry. We do got Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews still and Zay Flowers, but Rashad Bateman has been the biggest question mark, and that's our receiver too. Mm-hmm. When we're talking about weapons, yes, he has potential. Yeah, we have Nelson Aguilar too, who was 45 targets, 35 receptions. So, I mean, that's the only thing.
You're gonna move him. All right.
You still got the best tight end in the league.
That's true. That's true.
And you got
Isaiah Pacheco's good.
You mean you got a good running
Rasheed
back.
Rice.
You got Rasheed Rice in Hollywood.
And they got the best quarterback in the league still. So
all right. So this is on me.
Yeah.
Number 4. I am going with the 49ers.
Ugh, no. Ugh.
49ers.
They lost Ayuk, didn't they?
No.
Well,
he's still on the roster.
Is Debo still on the roster?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're both all still there.
Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, the offensive line.
Well, I thought somebody left.
They're trying to trade.
They're trying to trade maybe Ayuk.
So I was thinking because if they get rid of Ayuk, if they get rid of Ayuk, this is where I will put them. If that's the case, if they're still on the team, I got the Dolphins right here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Dolphins probably the right. How many teams we got left? I swear. Now I feel like we're missing somebody.
I'll double check. I feel like we might have missed somebody too.
We didn't.
Or one too many slots because I'm looking.
Yeah, we might have one too many slots.
No, we didn't.
There's only 2 teams left.
No, there's 3 teams left.
There's 3 teams left.
There's 3 teams left.
Niners, Eagles, and who?
Niners, Eagles, and
some teams here that shouldn't be here. So we got to fix this list.
Niners, Eagles.
Who do we miss?
We said Chiefs already. We said the Bills. We said the Cowboys. We said Cincinnati. Did we say Tampa Bay? We said the Chargers. Seahawks. Cleveland. What Cleveland said?
The Browns were not said yet.
I swear I said Cleveland.
Then we switched them. You said them, then we switched it, and we never put them back.
All right, well, then put Cleveland. Put Cleveland. They're around the Packers and Cowboys.
Cleveland?
Well, no, I swear I said it because they're running back. I swear I definitely said Cleveland.
Cleveland should be. I think Cleveland should be behind the Seahawks.
Bro, I swear I said Cleveland.
I think Cleveland should
and then you switched it, Chubbs. You said them
to
at
who?
first, and then you switched them to somebody.
So look, Seahawks. You see where Seahawks is?
No, because I said they don't have a running back and they don't have Amari. I definitely stand back. You said
and then I said David Njoku, and you was like, "Oh, hold up, let me change it."
True.
I think they're right before the Bills. That's where I got them.
Now David Njoku and those receivers, I don't know.
I think it was the Packers, Chubbs. I think it was the Packers.
It was a Packers around the Packers Cowboys.
Wait, y'all think the Seahawks have a lesser offense than the Browns?
Yeah, I do. No, actually, I don't know.
For me, yes, because when he's healthy, and we're gonna assume he's healthy next year, Nick Chubb.
Okay, well, I thought Nick Chubb was out of the question here.
No, Nick Chubb's in the question. We're going to next year.
Okay, Nick Chubb is in the question. I got him above the Packers.
Yeah, that's what had him right there. I think that's what happened, Chubbs. We did that, and it was like, oh, they got David Njoku. He came off like a great year. So let's put the Browns here. So then I'm deleting one of these because I was like, why are the Dolphins not top 3? I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
So if 49ers or Eagles, let's talk right here. Let's all talk right here. Who has the best weapons room?
Eagles.
The Eagles.
I think the Eagles got the better receivers.
I got 49ers.
I think AJ Brown, Devontae Smith is better than Ayuk and Debo. I also think Christian McCaffrey is a better running back than Saquon because I think Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the league right now. But I don't think Saquon's that far off. And I definitely think Jalen Hurts is better than Brock Purdy. If we're ever talking about tight end, Kittle is on and off. He's very inconsistent for me. So I do think Goddard
is on par.
Right? It's
Goddard,
it's on par. So I got the Eagles having it better.
You convinced me, Joey. You convinced me.
Yeah, because I have if they would have lost Brandon Ayuk, they would not be top 5 for
me. What are we doing? Give me Brandon Ayuk. Give me Debo Samuel. Give me that third receiver in Juwan Jennings.
And he's not there no more. He's not there no more.
Right, well, I'm taking whoever's third receiver over the Eagles receiver. Let me see what. I'm hating.
Hey, he's going to say, "Give me Brock Purdy over Jalen Hurts." I think he's going to say that.
No. Let me. Man, give me Ronnie Bell, man. Danny Gray, bro. I'm joking, but nah. I don't think the production-wise, Ayuk and Debo are that far off as a duo.
There is a huge gap from AJ Brown to Debo Samuel or Brandon Ayuk, whoever you want to say.
Production
as a duo, is what I'm saying. As a duo,
you know they were talking about AJ Brown being MVP last year.
That's cool.
Oh,
Brandon Ayuk had a snap last year.
He was not better than AJ Brown though.
Next year he might have a better year. You never know.
What?
You never know. I said Mike. You never know. You never know.
There ain't no Mike in it.
I don't know, but you got CMC. You still. I just don't know. I got the 49ers having more weapons than the Eagles. Sorry.
Dallas Goedert is a better receiving tight end than Kittle.
Yeah, but if we're talking about weapons, George Kittle can block edges and extend the rushing attack.
His quarterback don't care about him being able to
Wayne, I do, because touchdowns are touchdowns, no matter if you're passing or running.
No, Chubbs.
He affects the what? No, just because I'm not. Wait. Just because I'm not saying he's doing the sexy stat numbers.
But it doesn't. That matters though. We're talking about weapons room. Like, my
Kittle
is a great blocker.
More of a weapon than Goddard.
In the passing game
more than Goddard.
And he's a better passing target.
He's a better football player.
I mean, Kittle had 1,000 yards last year. Like he did. He did his thing.
He's putting edges on their fucking ass.
Yeah, he is, but he is very inconsistent, bro. Like you get inconsistent play from Kittle, like, and that's the consistent part about him. Dallas Goedert, he can. First of all, Dallas don't try Dallas Goedert on blocking. The man can block.
And what we doing? They got the Swiss Army knife. Kyle Juszczyk. What we doing?
The only reason that offense looks good is because Kyle Shanahan.
Nobody's scared of Devontae Parker.
Let's be real. Kyle Shanahan is the reason that offense looks great.
Give me Devontae Parker over Ronnie fucking Bell.
That's wild. Ronnie Bell is nuts. I'm going with the Eagles, man. Eagles for sure.
Tell y'all be nasty. Talk some Ronnie fucking Bell. All right, let's get it for the
offensive line.
So that's our top 5 offense right there.
Eagles, 49ers, Dolphins, Chiefs, Ravens.
Look at the Lions. Lions gonna try us. They're gonna be like, no.
Lions fans are gonna be very upset with us right now.
They're gonna be number 1 next year.
Rams, Bengals, Texans, Browns, Packers, Cowboys, Seahawks, Bills, Falcons, Bucks, Jets, Jags, Chicago, Steelers, Vikings, Commanders, Colts, Titans, Raiders, Panthers, Saints, Broncos, Giants, Cardinals, Patriots, Chargers. Chargers fans are going to be pissed that we put them as the worst offense going into next year right now.
I mean, who do they have? Like, other than, I ain't
going to lie. We kind of wilding, bro. The Giants should be probably last.
The Giants should definitely be last. And then
let's fix that.
I think Patriots should be second to last because they still have Justin Herbert. Those two teams have no quarterbacks.
All right, so this is what we're going to do.
We're gonna move the Cardinals up 1. Put the Chargers.
I think Chargers should be third to last, right there, and then.
All right, there we go.
Because they don't have anybody. They don't. They lost their running backs. They lost their receivers.
The Broncos
should be lower too.
So I'm gonna move the Broncos. Move everybody up 1. At least the Patriots actually have a run game.
Who Broncos got receivers?
Cameron Sutton still.
Yeah.
Forgot Wayne.
And they have no quarterback. And they have no running back.
Y'all's backup quarterback is currently in the free agency
either.
did you see this? This is your future backup quarterback.
Ryan Tannehill.
No, look.
Malik Willis. Malik Willis.
Shut up.
I thought it was Tyler Huntley.
You want a running back? Come on now.
No, they said they're going after Justin Fields, bro.
I don't believe that.
If Justin Fields goes to the Steelers, that would be amazing. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be happy for him. For Justin Fields, at least, not for the Steelers.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was saying that, but I don't want Justin Fields.
Let him sit behind Russ.
You think if Russ goes out there and have one bad game, the fans are not going to spring and give us Fields, give us Fields, give us Fields.
I saw something about the most emotional fans. Y'all were number 2. The Raiders were 1.
Dwayne doesn't believe that week 6 they're going to be calling for the backup quarterback for Russ, bro. He said screenshot it. I did.
I still have some emotional fans, man. You guys and y'all voice your opinions.
Emotional damage.
All right, man. Look at man. These Saturday pods might be the move, man. I don't know, man. 2 hours.
Might be trying to tell Chubbs, but he like, nah, bro.
All right, man. Any moves you guys want to see your teams make before the end of free agency?
I need them to
L'Jarius Sneed, draft Jackson Powers.
To re-sign Jadeveon Clowney.
No,
like he's going to the Panthers, Chubbs.
No, he's not. The Panthers just signed 2 DNs that weren't him. He's meeting with the Jets. I don't see him staying with the Jets.
We actually might go after him though, because we need.
And even if Clowney doesn't, I'd like to see Carl Lawson maybe as a replacement. I'd like to see Chase Young maybe. I think the Chuck Smith will get Chase Young right.
I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday when I saw the Van Jefferson signing and I just saw Jefferson, I almost crashed my car.
You thought it was Justin Jefferson?
He was like, yeah.
That would be crazy if he came here, bro. That would be nuts.
Nah, but the move out.
I can picture it, Wayne. I can picture it.
The move I would like to see us do. I would like for us to go ahead and just get since we already got Van Jefferson, so I don't think we're gonna do it anymore. But I think Tyler Boyd potentially. It looks like that's what everybody wants. Yeah, bring him back to the bird. Nice little slot receiver for us. Make it work out. Reliable hands, good catch. Someone I would like that. Trying to see who else is available still.
You talking about receiver wise? Michael Gallup, I'd like to see as a Raven, maybe.
I would like to see if we can possibly get, if this happens, we can do a 1-year deal. And then I'll feel very good about it. We'll get a 1-year deal and find a way to get Trent Brown. I would like that, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. But if we can find a way to get him, then we really solidify our O-line, and then we 100% will draft Jackson Powers. But no one else will probably sign Mekhi back then.
Hopefully y'all get him and y'all don't draft him.
I'm seeing some shit about Odell. If we get Odell, I'm gonna be mad.
Everybody has some shit about Odell. Like Odell's going to Chiefs, Odell's going to Patriots, Odell's going to Jets. And
I also would like to see if we could get. I would like. I know people want us to draft the corner, but I know we got Dante Jackson. But if we're able to get Steven, I don't want Stephon Gilmore. If we get Steven Jackson back, Steven Nelson back, I would like that. Good corner. He had a great year with the Texans last year. We can get him back. I would like that.
The Dolphins do need a third receiver. They're talking to Robbie Chosen, but I don't want him back.
No, you don't need him. He's a head case.
I
see Mike Williams.
I want us to get the dude from the Raiders though. The one that
Mike Williams. You want Hunter Renfrow, huh?
Hunter Renfrow, yeah. He would be.
Mike Williams going to be a Panther or Jet.
That's but I don't want to like. I think we're looking for like a
receiver, bro.
We are looking for a big body receiver, but the one thing about our big body receivers is that we don't really use them.
You use the fast little guys.
That's who we use, and then like we need somebody to get open quickly for Tua because of his release time. So if somebody can get open quickly. Hunter Renfrow in the slot, he was routing people up there, so that would be a nice addition to us. For us, at least. But I like Hunter Renfrow. But yeah, everybody wants a big receiver. Maybe if we do get a big receiver and put them on the outside and maybe put Waddle in the slot, Tyreek in the slot would be dangerous. So I would love that actually for our offense.
So there's a rumor. I don't know how much validity it is to it, but maybe there's a deal done between the Colts and the Chiefs for L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I did see that. That'd be good.
And the guy is
really good.
The guy is very confident that the deal is done. They just haven't said anything yet, so we'll see. But
yeah,
2 hours and 11 minutes. Sheesh. That's a long ass pod.
Hey man, we're here, man. I mean, the Chiefs are great at drafting cornerbacks, so I have no issue with them getting rid of Jerry Sneed. But we'll see, man. All right, guys. That is the end of this episode, man. Hey, Joey, man, how was your birthday, man? We're talking about birthdays happening. How was your birthday, man? You turned 30. How you feel? Did your knees start hurting this morning?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. I started early. I started taking my vitamins at the beginning of the year because I knew I was getting over there. But no, it was cool, man. It was chill. Just hung out. Sam got me a cake. She got me a nice gift too.
What she get you, man?
I'll be drinking old fashions now. So like, she got me like a whole mixer thing. I could mix drinks and stuff and make my old fashions. And she got me some old fashions too, mixers too. So got that all some old man shit, So but no, it was cool, man. It's just being 30, just sinking it in and just vibing out, man. You do things differently than when you were in your 20s, I guess. Before I would have been out drinking because it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Parade's today, so I was thinking about going out, but I think I changed my mind. I remember how St. Patrick's Days were out in Pittsburgh. It was crazy.
I died on St. Patrick's Day. I literally died.
Many of St. Patrick's Days where I died.
I was like, I can't do that again. I can't.
Apparently, I got to pick me up.
I got a meeting tomorrow morning. Not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow morning. I was like, nah, it ain't happening. We all different. Different time. But yeah.
All right, man. Till next time, guys. We'll holler at y'all. Y'all know where to find us, man. Everywhere. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Deuces.